Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of NDV Media's Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday morning quarterbacks on Saturday. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, no one is safe while we troll the digital airwaves. Join us as we discuss the latest news in the world of sports and review the events of the past week. I am sorry. I've been up. I was up. Oh, wow. Ugh. Long night, long morning. I am exhausted, but it is what it is. We're ready to go. I was stunned. My alarm went off at 5:30 this morning, and it was like, it's not going to happen. I haven't even had time to make my cup of joe right now, and it's over there. I'm dying. I want to get me some, and I just, all right. Join us as we discuss the latest news in the world of sports and review the events of the past week. Remember, no one is safe here. I don't know. No fantasy sports here. We keep it real, and you need to remember we kill brain cells, as evident by the brain cells that I lost. Look, I'm even butchering my English at this hour in the morning. Oh, I am just... good morning, Aisha. Yeah, he was. Aaron Rodgers was crap last Sunday. Never took control of the game. Yeah, I think I did bet against him. I don't know. Well, I didn't bet. I'm not a betting guy. But I have I think I went for the team against him, but I don't know. I think it is kind of funny. He was absolutely worthless. So, but speaking of being worthless, we are repetitive and redundant. We have no peers. We are the internet's ongoing traffic wreck. Hell, we carry more water for sports than Depends does. You have been warned. So, good morning, and thank you for joining us, of course, on the Scorekeeper. And as I mentioned, this is NDB Media Network. Folks, let us know who you are and where you hail from. Thank you for joining us. Very quickly, I went out yesterday, received not necessarily last-minute invite, but I was visiting with a classmate of mine that I hadn't seen since, I suppose, 1987, when he graduated high school. And he is now a priest, and his 15th anniversary was celebrated yesterday. It was local here in Pomona, and I went there, and then there was a reception after. The mass went 2 hours, which is not a problem. I'm a good boy from time to time, but hey, it is what it is. And I went there, and let's see, it was at 6:30, didn't start until 7, went to 9, arrived at the person's house at about 9:15, 9:30. Didn't leave there until 1 in the morning. Ugh, I'm just too old for this. And I said, no problem. And I woke up, and, well, I'm here, and I'm all over the place. So I ask you to bear with me. Had a wonderful time. As I said, hadn't seen him since about June of 1987. Wow. Long time. Of course, it's inapropos. Oh, I'm thinking of the Latin now. Or the Greek. I don't know. I'm fried. I think you know what I'm trying to say. Not appropriate. I lost my train of thought. I am spent, man. I am tired. This old man does not like getting 3 hours of sleep a night. Yes, I need a cup of coffee, but I don't want to leave the screen right now because it'll be embarrassing. But hey, it is what it is. A little cat that I decided to save is right down there. He's looking at me like, dude, I'm done. Time to let me out now. And time to exit psycho mode. So, yeah, I'm within reach of everything. So, ask you to bear with me. It's 63 degrees here over in hell. It's a 70. It's going to reach a high of 70 and over 61. And I believe my youngest and I are going to go over to Frankenson's a little bit. We're out looking for a Switch, the Nintendo Switch, for my oldest, and we're going to come back home with it. So we'll see. But it's 92% humidity. I did feel that. Pressure is 29.86 inches. Visibility is 1.5 miles. The wind is heading east. Oh, I love when Facebook gives me a message. Be ready to start your program. I'm already live. 5 miles per hour to the east. Dew point is 61 degrees. UV index, of course, at this hour is 0 of 10. And we're in a waning gibbous for the moon phase. Sunrise at 6:56 p.m. and sunset is at 6:16. So thank you, everyone. I know I'm not getting to all the comments, but thank you, Jay. Yes, wow. I don't know if it's because you're excited about the program or because I'm acting the fool at all of 53 years. How old am I? Yeah, I'm 53. Are you going to start whining? You are, aren't you? You little rat. Oh, all right. Well, whatever. The things you do to save souls in this world. Here's a joke of the day. There's one of them. I told my brother he was born on the highway. After that, that's where. Oh. Ah! I told my brother he was born on the highway. After all, that's where most accidents happen. Before going to Europe on business, a man drove his Rolls Royce to a downtown New York City bank and went to ask for an immediate loan of $5,000. I know this one. So do you guys. Well, maybe not. The bank officer says the bank will need some kind of security for such a loan. So the businessman hands over the keys to his Rolls Royce parked in the street in front of the bank. Everything checks out, and the bank agrees to accept the car's collateral for the loan. An employee drives the Rolls into the bank's underground garage and parks it there. 2 weeks later, the businessman returns, repays the $5,000 and interest, which comes to about $15.40. The loan officer says, "We're very happy to have had your business, and this transaction has worked out very nicely. But we are a little puzzled. While you were away, we checked out you and found out that you were a millionaire. What puzzles us is why would you bother to borrow $5,000?" The man smiled, of course, and said, "Where else could I park my Rolls Royce in Manhattan for 2 weeks and pay $15.40?" Yes, I will come back with the lame ones later. Today in sports, a lot of stuff happening, but the most important thing on October 15, 1999, which I witnessed, Wayne Gretzky breaks the NHL points record. As a Los Angeles King, Wayne Gretzky breaks Gordie Howe's points record of 1,850 in the final period of a game against the Edmonton Oilers. Coincidentally enough, I was at the last game at the forum of Wayne Gretzky as an Edmonton Oiler in Los Angeles. And I believe Jimmy Carson was a center. I was there. He was the Rookie of the Year for the Kings, and he was announced as Rookie of the Year, I guess. And that was the last time Wayne Gretzky. I think this was back in 93. Oh, so that might not have been Staples Center. That might have been... Actually, that might not have been the Forum. That might have been Staples Center. Oh, no, Staples Center was in 1999. So, yeah, that was a Forum. I remember I went with my significant other to catch the game, and she loved hockey. We went to 2 other games. But it is what it is. About 5 minutes into the first period, he tied Howe's record by earning an assist at the game's first goal. After that, he didn't do much and almost didn't play the third period. Gretzky told reporters after the game, "Because I got my bell rung a few times." Modern-day concussions. But when he came off the bench with 3 minutes to go in the game, his team down 3-4, he meant business. With 61 seconds left on the clock, defender Steve Duchesne, I know that, shot the puck toward the corner of the goal and bounced off winger Dave Taylor's knee and slid across the front of the goal. Gretzky, who had set up behind the net, a part of the ice that many fans called Gretzky's office, skated around and backhanded the puck past Oilers goaltender Bill Ranford and under the crossbar. The game was tied. The record was broken. And Wayne Gretzky had 1,850. Wow. Jay, you are missing out on life. You need to go to a hockey game. And speaking of missing out on life, okay. Did you notice that slow turn, Speedy? Because I'm so tired and exhausted. And for the audience, I'm like, okay, is Speedy, because when I'm looking at the screen, Speedy is to my right. So I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, okay, take it slow, take it slow. Okay, I'm turning left. All right, there's Speedy.
Yeah, I saw that.
I am so far gone, so far tired that it is absolutely horrid right now. So I'm trying to align myself. I don't have a director here in studio. I do have an attorney on staff. Hey, what up, Stiff? Stiff. Oh, but now that I have both Speedy and, look at who's here, Senator Shapiro, we're good. Folks, I am like 5 feet away of silence because that little boy that I'm trying to rescue, he's now starting to whine like Big Dog in Heat. Let me tell you, Big Dog whining's big time. Oh, good God. You have
Yeah,
not seen Big Dog. Actually, you have.
yeah, I have.
Wayne gets. Oh, Wayne Gretzky broke the record today in 1989. Had to get that one out. I thank Speedy for joining us. Senator, I need a cup of Joe. Bad! I have to get it. I need a minute. Speedy, play nice with the Senator. Senator, be good.
I promise I won't break
that's
it.
right. I didn't mute myself. You're going to hear some awful things right now.
As
Gato.
opposed to when?
Hijos de tu madre. Gato.
Yeah, right.
Oh, hi.
I was gonna say that's nothing new.
Stop whining. You sound like it. You sound like a big dog in heat. And it is disgusting for me too, pal, that I've actually heard that.
Wow, he seriously needs to caffeinate.
Yeah, that's why he's trying to get into Joe right now.
Hey, come on.
Good
Yeah,
morning.
Jay,
Here he is.
on the chat room,
Frazzled.
people.
He's skin and bones, but nature designated him for termination, and I'm doing my best to save him. And he's starting to recover, but it's like skin and bones. But I just fed him, and he's tolerating me.
Well, it's a
So I didn't get rid
kitty.
of height. We're related.
I, for one, welcome Roger's feline overlord, who is apparently exerting an opinion at the moment. Oh, apparently, according to Aisha, I am now the board queen. I think that's kind of fun. All right, I'll roll with that. Good morning.
I'm spent. I'm sorry. Speedy's like, why didn't you just shut up?
Because he's met you.
We don't need you to shut up. I mean, what happened? I'm gone for 1 week. 1 week because of work duties and stuff. And then I hear that all of LA County is resigning and they're fighting with each other. Draymond Green earlier punched his own teammate out of practice.
God bless America.
I mean, so much has happened. Every time I go, well, I need to be gone this weekend. I won't be on the show. And then I come back and, it's always something.
It is always something. Yes, it is. Now, forgive me a moment. It is so funny that you said, what is going on with LA County? I'm like, another slow burn. Are you going after my employer for some reason? I know it colloquially is LA County. So I really turned to you and like, what's going to happen here? And now you're talking about just generally what's going on in LA County.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. All right, well, I am unable to comment generally on LA County. I'm able to comment on LA County government, but since I'm live, I am not that stupid. Nah, I am that stupid. Oh my goodness. It is crazy. And I'm gonna see. Look, let's be honest, Americans just seem to like good scrape these days. And Jay says, I was thinking the same thing. My compatriot, and dare I say my coworker. Jay, I miss having you at Central Yard. I really do, sir. I really do. You know I respect someone if I say sir. So, hi, Jay. Sir. Sir.
And notice he doesn't call me sir.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Did you actually miss it, or are you messing?
I did. I really did. I'm genuinely spent. I really am. I'm surprised.
Had said, I respect someone when I call him sir, and I said, y'all notice he never calls me sir.
Yeah. Hi, Senator. So
that's okay. I know that was low hanging fruit. You're not fully caffeinated yet.
I mean, if I'm making that bourgeois noise, I think I am spent. So I am so happy though that I should be ready to go when it comes time to the NFL picks at 7:00, and I'm gonna get those little things going. But yeah, I am crazy. I was thinking, Madam, but I wasn't prepared to do that at that moment, Aisha, because the coffee is not helping me. I get scratched by that little rat. So, that was real.
Just not approve.
That was genuinely real. He was a bit skittish right now. I don't know why. My daughter has named him something. Oh, Husker! Battlestar Galactica fans, Husker. That little one is named Husker. We have another one, which while my daughter was allegedly had a boyfriend. Sorry. And he was in New York. You all knew my paranoia. And that cat, Apollo, I guess in the divorce settlement or friendship settlement, the cat stayed in New York. When I picked up my daughter from the airport, I was so happy I was going to see the cat. And I picked her up the bags. Where's your little pussycat? She's like, oh, I left them in New York. Do you know that you could have taken the flyaway for $10 to Union Station and taken the train home? I was so disappointed that you didn't have that cat. I miss him. But hey, it is what it is. Yes, Husker. Yeah, that's the name of that little one, and how apropos I got husked right now. But folks, there's actually a cool story. I didn't know what Husker meant, and I looked it up. I said, that is really cool, man. There was some real good backstory to Battlestar Galactica on him being named Husker. But I'm all over the place. It is really good. Speedy, I will get to comment on the Draymond Green thing a little bit. I've got to bring up my email that has some of the stories, because I understand Draymond Green did not get reprimanded by the league. So there is a little bit there. So, Senator.
Sure.
I was trying to utter madam, but it wouldn't come out appropriately.
As long as it's not ma'am, because that's when the department store lady really wants to call you bitch and not get fired.
Yeah.
What? Am I wrong?
I don't know. Not that I've ever been retail, but is it Miss? Yeah, son of a bitch, it is. Because when I used Mr., it's exact. Oh my goodness! Oh my! Wow.
Uh-oh.
See, I didn't deal with Karens back then, so
They weren't.
there was, well, okay, but you know what I mean. There was a Karen from time to time, and people are like coming at the people are saying, so what's the male version? Carlson. It's Carlson, baby. That's the male version. You can see the dumb rat every Monday through Friday. You want to know what a male version? You see, I'm stuttering. A male version of a Karen? It's on Fox News. It's called Carlson. So anyway, you want to see someone flip out? It's on Monday through Friday. But anyway, that was my political commentary for the day.
You were going to ask me something, but I lost track of what it was.
If you lost track of it.
Yeah, but I gave it to you. You were supposed to watch it.
I had a client. Here's what's funny. I had a client here, and I shouldn't really mess with her all that much because she's going to be on a program very soon. She's a client, but she's also in Hollywood, and she is, I guess, appropriately an actor. You know, to say actress is in. I get that, and I know. So some people will still say actress, but I'll go with actor, but I won't say sir, especially at that hour of the day.
Actor for both now too.
Yes. Well. And I still have a hard time when I'm, wanting food. Waiter, and they're all females. It just doesn't work. But anyway, she was here, and she's younger by a lot, like 23 years younger. And she's telling me, man, I wish I had your energy.
Oh.
You're 30. What is going on? I'm 53. I am dead. Granted, when it comes to doing taxes and stuff, I am a lot more hyper, but that's neither here nor there. And I don't know what that has to do with today. I guess I'm dead. That's what it is.
Nothing.
What a shock. Scorekeeper talking about stuff not. Let me see. Aisha says Roger just lost, and in fact, he just loses everything these days. Hey, Aisha. Okay, wait, hold on. Where the hell is Aisha? Aisha! I'm spatially oriented. Remember, I'm looking west. Speedy's over there. Casey is about the azimuth right there, just to the left of the Fire and Blood, between the TV and the Fire and Blood. That's about where Casey is. So Aisha is right just to the left of her. That's why I was looking to yell at Aisha that way, because I'm spatially oriented. I don't know why I did that.
Well, it's live now. It'll be recorded forever.
On this day back in 1961 in the LPGA Championship Women's Golf, Stardust or Mickey Wright convincingly wins her third LPGA title by 9 strokes from Louise Suggs. That was back in 1961. Back in 1970 in the World Series, Baltimore Orioles beat the Cincinnati Reds 9-3 at Memorial Stadium. Hey, Casey might have gone there to claim the series 4-1. That was back in 1970. Actually, no. I'm sorry, young lady. I don't think you were there for that one. But yeah,
I just haven't gone to that stadium. I've been to RFK to see the Senators, but
yeah, Memorial's gone. It was replaced by Camden Yards. But that's okay. Ooh.
Well, it was Camden Yards. It's not even in DC, so I wouldn't have gone.
Ooh. Sorry. In National Rugby League, we have the Rugby League World Cup starting up round 1, folks. And it's going to begin today in less than 8 minutes. Round 1, England versus Samoa. At 11:30 a.m. today, Australia visits Fiji. Then tomorrow at 6:30 a.m., Scotland visits Italy. And tomorrow at 9 a.m., Jamaica visits Ireland. And at 11:30 a.m., New Zealand visits Lebanon. And then on Monday, 11:30 a.m., France versus Greece. And on Tuesday, Matamai Tonga versus Papua New Guinea. And then on Wednesday, 11:30 a.m., Wales. That'll be Wales. Oh, no, wrong Wales.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, Wales, which is one of the best classical Bible beatdowns of all time. Forgive me, Speedy. I don't think you've ever seen the movie, but it was in the movie The Man for All Seasons. You know the line where he's near the very end, where he's about to be convicted, and the young man that turns against him, I forget who it is, he's wearing the new mark of whatever. And he says, by the way, what is that you're wearing? I'm making this up, the Exchequer. We know there's only one in England. But he says, so what is that? He says, it is the treasurer of Wales. He says, and he says something to the effect of, to sell one soul for the world is one thing. But for Wales? And it's in The Man for All Seasons. One of the great lines. I get it. One man would sell a soul for the world. But you sold it for Wales, dude. I love that in The Man for All Seasons. It's a really good moment. And in the Association of Volleyball, I do believe that the final event is going to be happening in November. Yes, it is, if I'm not mistaken. November 12th through the 13th, the Huntington Beach Open. Gosh, Southern California is beautiful. I'm going to be able to go over there and see women in uniform at the AVP Tour Series at Huntington Beach Open. I think I'm going to go. I may drag the big dog. For all I know, he'll be in heat. So that would be annoying as heck. But we shall see. So I think I've covered most of the stuff. Let me take a quick look at the PGA Tour. Forgive me, folks. I'm going to set up the women's PGA, and I think I should have gone around the horn, and we can get to some of the stories. At the Zozo Championship, which is in progress on the PGA Tour at the Accordia Golf Narashino Country Club in Chiba, Japan, which is going on from October 14th to the 17th. Ricky Fowler is in the lead at minus 14, 196, followed by Keegan Bradley at minus 13, 197, and coming in third, Andrew Putnam, minus 12 and 198. Woohoo. In the women's LPGA, they are not playing this week. So that's a quick update in what's going on in the world of sports, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, a lot. Speedy, let us revisit the Draymond Green. Wow. So, dude, what actually happened with Draymond Green, as you know? And I'm throwing it back to you so that I can bring up my news articles and stuff. So, please assist the old man.
Well, apparently, there was a video that everyone, even your friend TMZ, I don't care for TMZ.
Why the hell are they my friends?
I don't know. I just thought I'd throw that in there. Yeah, see?
Sorry, that was lame.
I know. None of us are awake this morning. You probably, went to another minor league baseball game late last night again?
No, as a matter of fact, I was commenting, and I do apologize that I hadn't seen a classmate since 1987, and he is now a priest, and he was celebrating his 15th anniversary of his ordination yesterday. Not too far from here, but I traveled to the reception, got there at 9:15, and didn't finish until about 12:30 this morning. Didn't get home till 1, and I'm like, no problem, I'll be ready to go. I got a cramp in my leg, my right leg. I guess what's that? Above the ankle, wherever that is, that the meaty part. I think
Yeah.
I'm getting graphic here.
Oh, ow.
What is that? The hamstring right there? Whatever it's, I forget what part of the body is. And I thought this morning that I was dreaming it. It was nasty. It hurt. It really did. And then all of a sudden I step on the ground. I'm like, oh, I guess I did have a cramp. So I am just spent. I'm tired. Good morning, Tony.
What's up, Tony?
How about them Phillies? They bushwhacked them 9-2 yesterday. Yeah. And you're tuned in from Willoughby, Ohio. Dude, I saw that Twilight Zone episode. I didn't like that one. Willoughby, right? Willoughby, there is an episode. If you folks haven't seen it, Tony, be careful. Be careful. If they don't recognize you in Willoughby, dude, watch the episode of the Twilight Zone, Willoughby. It's scary.
It's done a lot for Roger.
Well, yeah, we can see that, right?
Did you notice I was looking for the senator so I could, pretend to give a dirty look or something? So, hey, I thought priests were supposed to be teetotal. Oh, yeah, I would never have gotten that. Thank you, Senator. I never would have gotten that. Unless they're Irish, they never teetotal.
No, Irish priests are definitely not teetotalers. Whiskey comes from, I don't know how to say it in Gaelic. It's UISCE BEATHA, and it is the water of life.
You speak Gaelic as well?
I'm 3/4 Irish. Where have you been?
I lost. Did you speak Gaelic? Is that the national language?
Charms, now watch your mouth.
I thought Gaelic was a dead language, like the other one, the Saxon that my English teacher, God bless Sister Pauline Therese, Father Uri. What the hell? Oh, sorry, didn't mean that, God. What is that? Actually, she spoke the language, and I don't know if it originated in the United Kingdom itself, or it was Ireland, or it was Celtic or Celtic. Celtic. I got it.
It's only Celtic if you're in Boston and messed it up.
Okay, fair enough. But I did correct myself as you corrected. It was Celtic. And really, you see, this is how much of a jerk I am. I have the ability to remember entire conversations, and I don't like to reveal that, but it works in performance evaluation hearings and in grievance hearings. As I move up the steps, I can repeat entire conversations, and management does not like that. And I can repeat it over and over and over and over. And they're like, Tim, either he's an awesome recording machine or he's just an evil man. Like, it's not my fault. Anyway, so I have this skill, and I remember Sister Pauline Therese. I even did the gesture. I was re-envisioning the conversation. Father Uri, I was like, oh, geez. So, yeah, great skills. And then Jason's like, but every time I talk to you about taxes, you're like, okay, what did we talk about last time? So Jay's like, you're full of crap. I'm getting old. The Polaroid film expired. I can't record conversations anymore.
Oh my
So, Aisha says in Scotland, whiskey is the water life. As for the Irish, they just drink the stuff along with Guinness. All right, Jay, I appreciate that. That was
step outside the bar and throw hands, lady.
Oh my goodness, this is absolutely awesome. We're having a wonderful time this morning, folks. Let us know who you are and where you hail from. I know Jay is local. Absolutely awesome. Tony is out there in Willoughby. Check out the episode of dude. Before you step outside, watch the Twilight Zone episode of Willoughby. It's scary, especially the merry-go-round. Yes, it's in black and white. For me to say black and white, hey, do people even know what that means? I think my daughter says, Dad, it was only 2 shades. Didn't you color that stuff in? Well, first of all, young lady, we had about 70 years of television, and to color it all in would take absolutely forever. So
ask Ted Turner about that, him and his crayons.
There was an article. Bruce Sutter passed away yesterday. One of the last major signings by Ted Turner. Bruce Sutter was 69 years old. Funny when the noodle activates. And they were talking about the $9.1 million deal. As you know, folks, Dan Schlossberg resides here. Oh, okay.
On
NDV Media.
You scared me for a minute. I'm like, I just plugged this show. He better not.
He resides here on Travel Edge Radio. He writes for Fortune Magazine as well as many others. And in his latest article, which somehow I was able to read this morning, being catatonic, and he was talking about that. I'm going to reference that article, and I invite everyone to join in and read it. As a matter of fact, it's, folks, you have to, and I've talked about this, Dan Schlossberg is writer emeritus in the sports world. He's gone to every All-Star game for like the last 50 years. I'm flying up to Seattle next year just because we have a tradition of me driving him to the game. Yeah, I'm going to do it up there too. When he came over to Los Angeles in July, I picked him up. I took the time off from work, met him from lunch, and took him to the game, which was kind of cool. And my point is, I've owned his sports books before I met him. And when he finally joined the network, I looked at the book and I'm like, holy crap! This is the same guy. Wow, that was I'm spent. I was trying to share an emotional moment, but it didn't work. So
it's all right.
Oh, it's all right.
Right with you. Yeah.
Thank you, Senator. But Senator, let me, Madam Senator. Wrong word. Senator.
Waiter.
And I was trying to avoid Mr. because of what you said earlier. And I said, Madam, like, ooh. And I said it again. Senator. I understand you're not going to be with us all day?
Unfortunately, I have something going on in a little while. I'm helping a friend out, and we got to go to another obligation.
So. I appreciate that. No, that's cool. I thank you for joining us this early in the morning. But I'm trying to get back to trying to circle around to Speedy. And here's the article, folks. I'm going to put it in the chat room for those of you that want to join us and read the article. I have the one in USA Today. It may show up as 2 posts. I'm also going to post it for my co-hosts on Draymond Green and Speedy. Why don't you take us there, and then we'll talk about it in the article as well, that apparently Draymond Green, he got fined but not suspended. So you want to talk about that real quick?
Yes, well, I'm sure you and everybody else have seen the leaked video, because now the team is like, we must have a traitor amongst us. What's going on here? These videos are never supposed to get out, especially from practice. But as you pointed out so elegantly, he will not be in trouble league-wise because TMZ said, they brought all their other specialists, and of course the host is the former lawyer from that one TV show, People's Court. And and he said, legitimately, they can't get involved, and everybody else was like, yeah, because blah, 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 and the league can't do anything because it's an in-house thing, so the team wants to deal with this in-house, not internally, so the league will have no jurisdiction here. That's why he's only getting suspended from the team and not being fined or anything from the league. And I'm like, well, in retrospect, because I am the law enforcement guy in the family, nobody else cares about it. And you're one of the legal experts on that too, kind of. But I think of it in the same way as being a police officer. hold on.
Oh, you
Because,
were talking to me. I'm the legal expert. We're screwed.
yeah. But see, it's the same way. Like, I told you that, remember, a few weeks after I came back from LA, they had that crazy wild police chase, and this guy went through LA County, and then he went through Corona, and then got on the freeway, and they have to generalize what is too dangerous and who to give it off to. So if he gets on the highway, LA County has to give it back to the Highway Patrol. Then the Highway Patrol, once they get into sheriff's jurisdiction, they have to give it to the sheriff and go, well, this is your pursuit now. We're just going to hang back. And so this is essentially what the league is doing, apparently. Where they're like, well, we're just going to hang back, and you're the team. You handle that situation because it did happen in your house. Not, it wasn't at a game or in front of millions of fans. This was at a practice event. And apparently they, even though they did win championships, as you and Big Dog pointed out many, many times, they, I guess they haven't gotten along. And Steph Curry said, well, that's not our concern. That's why you only see the coaches stopping this and not any of us. Because that would be on us too if we actually got involved. So like, yeah, well, that kind of makes sense because, if I'm there and morning, Big Dog.
See it through, Speedy. Don't worry. It doesn't
Yes,
look like he's in heat right now, as I've been talking about. The
no.
big dog is alive and well with us. Good morning, young man. How are you?
Actually, I'm pretty sick. I came on just long enough to say I'm not coming on.
Aw.
Dreem, Roz, Man of Steel, Queso, and Monkey Man. I have all your picks. I will put them in later today. But other than that, guys, have a great show. I know it'll be great. And I will see you guys next week. I'm going back to bed. Sorry.
All right, get some rest.
All right, guys.
Big Dog, I hope
sir.
you feel better. And I hope you're able to recover. And I hope you get a lot of sleep.
Probably.
You need some of the water of life. That's what it is.
Oh.
We were talking about whiskey earlier, so.
Take care, everyone.
Right.
Later. Oh, no, it's later. I almost ended the broadcast. Sorry. Later.
Aw.
Yeah, he doesn't sound good at all.
All he has is a cold. Oh, I am dead to the world. I made it, but okay,
And we saw you with your cat and your coffee earlier. You were not doing that much better.
My cat and my coffee.
Yeah.
Hey, 2 C words.
See, he kind of zoned out. He forgot all about going to get the coffee and the cat attack and the whole thing.
Speedy,
Yeah.
the C word is not a nice word. If you say that again, I'm going to have to point that out again.
Caffeine?
Well, he said coffee and cat. He said, ooh, they're the same, the C words. And then he said the C word. I said, oh, be careful.
That's different.
Oh, shit, I'm tired.
That's very different.
God, I am so tired.
See, Roger's hiding now.
Oh, no, I just fell forward. I literally fell on my face on that one. People were like,
More caffeine.
Well, I was having an orgasmic moment or a caffeine-gasmic something or other, and I was interrupted by Speedy.
I hope you have pants.
I know. I said it on air. I'm screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Yeah, so like I was saying before Big Dog came on.
Oh, so say the phrase before we were rudely interrupted by the Big Dog.
No, we weren't interrupted. We were just checking on him, and yeah, that sounds terrible. Big Dog, take NyQuil, but take just enough. Don't. We talked about that last week.
My sympathy? Where is my sympathy? Have we met?
I was gonna say, do you know him?
I can barely keep my eyes open. You're saying there's a sympathy. There's a sympathy. Oh, wait, hold on. Stiff upper lip. Where is your sympathy there,
You're not British. You don't get to use that. You're not British.
Oh, contraire, oh mon capitaine.
Oh. Uh-oh.
It's going to take me a minute or two. I'm going to Ancestry.com.
I was about to say, did we go to 23andMe and find something out?
No, Ancestry.com. I went with the local boys from Utah.
Oh my God.
Let me log into that one because someone doesn't believe me. And I'm going to show you my genetic map. Oh, wrong password. I was typing it in accidentally. I'm like, hey, slow down, fingers. Oh, sign in failed. Whoops. I hope you guys didn't see that gesture on air. I just flipped some inanimate object off.
Birdie doesn't like it when you flip him.
Okay, I didn't hear all of that.
Birdie doesn't like it when you flip him.
Who doesn't like it?
Birdie. Flip the bird.
Apparently, they don't like that when I do that. Hey, don't talk back to me, idiots. Okay, anyway.
Oh my God.
I was talking to my fingers.
See what happens when he gets caffeine in him?
Oh, that ended up on the keyboard. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, I gotta type through that now.
What the hell is going on over there, Raj?
I don't know, but it ended up all over the keyboard. Oh, Jesus. All right. Anyway, what is it? Two-step verification? Oh my goodness.
He's putting the hell in Rogelio.
Uh-huh.
Okay, remember device? Sure, screw it. Why not? It's only my ancestry with all the familial date of birth. Oh, unknown error. Oh my.
Waiting for the 404.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to log in here, and it will not let me log in. This is crazy.
No pressure.
Oh my goodness, Senator, please don't confuse. Oh, whatever.
Down in you this morning, my dude.
Okay, is that the most recent code? Yes, I think it is. All right, hold on a moment. 940. All just to prove that I can say the English. Oh, now it works. Now you work, you little rat
now
bastard.
You can say stiff upper lip. No.
Oh, I have some sort of pop-up blocker. Yeah, I guess I would need that for this program. But okay. Let me go to DNA, folks. And here's my DNA story. And this is just Under Pressure. I love that song, Jay, by the way. Okay, here we go, folks. I have been updated a little bit, and Jay's going to get mad if I say some part of it. But look, there it is, okay? So, sympathy, my ass. Okay, here we go. Oh, Capital One Shopping. Get out of here. Okay. Okay, activate later. Okay, here we go. See, look. That makes me mestizo. And look, I am, is it 1% or 2% European Jewish now? 2%. I am 2%. But I am predominantly Iberian Peninsula, even though it looks that big. And yes, I'm going to die for that visual comment. I am more than 50% from the Iberian Peninsula. Look at that, Senator!
6%.
And it's 6%. Aisha.
So 6% of your lip can be stiff.
Speaking of such, when I found out that I am, and this has been holding firm, I am 3% Bantu peoples. And it irritates everyone when I stop and say, I'm 3% Bantu people. I always wonder where that was from.
Why does that irritate them?
No, it's because it's a visual gesture that I just did right now. I was like, I'm 3% Bantu people.
The gesture. I don't need the gesture.
Yes, that's why. I was like, huh. I always wonder where that was from. Now I know. So anyway,
What?
I'm so sorry, folks. That one is way out of.
Not that
Aisha
kind of
says,
sport.
"Hey, pop-up locker. Wouldn't that depend on what's?" Yes, Aisha. Yes, thank you for that.
She's dissing everybody this morning. Man, you've had your coffee early, woman. Almighty. Speaking of almighty things.
Believe it or not, Speedy has just been the best citizen this morning. I know, being Latin, that's not apropos.
Right.
I can't say apropos. I haven't been able to, but I finally said it. I was trying to say apropos earlier. That's the word. It was so painful. Why? Why are you being mean? Anyway, so that's my DNA map. I was going to say mask. So 6% European.
Okay.
So, okay.
There was a point to this, but I lost it like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, whether or not you were allowed to have a stiff upper lip.
Yeah, there you go. He did it.
Speedy, good job. End it. Poor Speedy. We've been going around and around on the, I mean that.
We knew how you meant it.
Yeah, we know.
All good.
I've been trying to get to the video on Draymond Green that Speedy was talking about, and they're saying that this is an in-house issue. And I guess being a little bit on the serious side, folks, it's really surprising. Look, teams do have control over what happens in their stuff, as our employer does. It's no different from the CEO's office having to deal with a store location or a work location. Usually it's dealt internally in the simple sense of the word. And the NBA, which has a similar corporate structure, or, well, no, okay, I don't want to get into that because I'm definitely lost. But if it happens when they're not playing a game, for lack of a better word, the league generally is not involved. Okay, that's fine. People are pissed off because TMZ was able to get the video. How can you be shocked with the history of TMZ? Okay, look, it's who do you know? And TMZ knows a lot of people, and they hand out a lot of money to get this video. Someone got paid off. It's very simple. Don't be stupid. It's a matter of finding out who did. But be that as it may, Speedy, apparently this happened during a practice, right?
Right.
Okay. Draymond Green, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong, basically punched a guy out. Okay. So,
yeah.
Yes, it's a team issue, which is happening more and more in the last few weeks, where players are duking it out with their fellow teammates. And in my Catholic high school, when I was varsity baseball, I did witness fisticuffs between teammates once. It does happen. And Senator, with respect, yes, thank you. Senator, with respect, when boys fight, we still where we were underage, they push. When girls fight, they sock. They pull hair. I've never seen girls get into a shoving match. And Almighty, we were talking about this, right? That when girls fight, we're like, oh, wow, this is serious.
Yeah.
Most of the time, go ahead, Almighty.
No, I was just agreeing with you. I'm going, oh, yeah. So.
And we have talked about this, that when men, Speedy, you know it too, that most of the time men shove. Now, I love going to minor league baseball games because they're like 19, 20, and 21. Yes, it sounds terribly disgusting and creepy. But what I'm talking about is the players are younger. They do fight. You see fists. Dude, you see attempts at karate chops, kicks, and stuff. I mean, it can get real nasty. That's about the only time when they're between 19 and 21. They're just stupid. Actually, 18 and 21. And they will fight. But my point is that it is rare to see men or boys really throwing punches. And I don't know, man. It seems like it's happening a lot more. And then we have the issue that TMZ got it. And the team is like, oh, wow, hey, how they get it. Doesn't matter how they get it. It's unfortunate that everyone has a video. If it was filmed in California, okay, yes. Now, I'm going to beat the senator to this one. If it's filmed in California, the one who filmed it is in trouble. because California has two-party notification.
Oh,
Where was it fit? What do you mean?
Mhm.
Where was it filmed?
In practice or during practice, right, Speedy?
Yeah, at the Warrior facility
Yeah.
where they
So-
practice.
wow.
So they don't have right to privacy. I mean, not right to privacy, but isn't that just they're in public, so it doesn't?
Well, okay. Now that's interesting because we were actually alluding to that. It may not exactly be public because it was during a training session, and if the media is not there, they can't record, and they're told you cannot record at certain times during practice. You know when they're recording and when they're not. Let's put it that way.
Okay,
I knew
so,
playing baseball
okay.
the few times the media showed up, but the video got out. So someone gave up the video, and they're like, "Who recorded it?"
You-
Well,
is there any way to get hold of the original? Because there is information on the
TMZ will
original.
not give that up.
Well, they don't have to give it up, but they could get a tech to privately.
Well,
go
the
in there.
metadata should already be there, shouldn't it?
Yes,
I mean, just
but
like a photograph, you can find out the original piece of equipment it was on and where they were. That information's on the video.
now if
Yeah, I agree
Okay.
with the senator. I mean, there should be metadata that would tell who
Yes.
and where it was.
Yes.
Was yeah.
You know, they
I
can
cannot
privately
believe
get that
I'm going to refer to TMZ as a news organization, but they are, and I have to be careful.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I have to be careful for litigious reasons, and they are. Well, you guys saw the Johnny Depp case where the guy that formerly worked with TMZ was accused. Well, isn't this your 15 minutes of fame? And I'm paraphrasing. He says, "Well, you know, what am I going to win out of this? TMZ is famously litigious, so the guy from TMZ is a former attorney, so go figure." And he said that his great comeback was, "Well, you taking on Amber Heard as a client." That's your 15 minutes. It was a great smackdown.
Whoa,
It was really funny. It was really funny. He says, "Yeah, I know there were cameras here, but you taking on Amber Heard, the same could be said of you." It was a great legal beatdown. So, but my point is that if I am giving a video,
Mm.
and as long as I did not record it, and I can establish that I didn't record it, as a I have to be very careful when I say this, as a news organization, I am not liable.
Okay.
So, TMZ is not liable, but I don't pretend to know the law when it comes to the metadata and all that other stuff. So,
Well, she's just trying to establish ownership of the video. We're not. That's all we're trying to establish. Is like the date, the time, and who did it. Unless that, I'm not sure if metadata could be wiped clean. I guess anything's possible, but
It's very complicated to do that, and you would have to have the original file to do it.
yeah, if you have the original file, it's possible. But as you know, if you do a record of a record, which is common, then
That's different.
yeah, I understand you cannot get the metadata file.
Right.
So, and I'm not saying that news organizations can dodge the bullet by that, but TMZ has the video. We know it. But look, let me go on a little bit further. In the article, it says latest, which was October 7th, at 1:30 p.m., ESPN reported that the Warriors are aggressively investigating who leaked the video of Draymond Green punching Jordan. Folks, here's the thing. Practice, you can tell where people stand, okay? It's not that difficult.
Yes.
It's not that difficult to investigate. You can tell the angle, where it was, and who's generally there. There's less than, and I'm just being stupid to make a point, there's less than 100 people that are on that side. Okay? There's actually less than 20. There might even only be 10. So, as a team, you know. And you know. So, it's you can get
They're gonna
close.
find it. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
you
very
can narrow it
difficult.
down. So, but okay, it's practice. It's just practice. Okay, it's practice. You guys know who I'm making fun of right now. But yes, it's practice. Very good, Jason. Very good. I forget his name with the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah.
It's just
Well, I
practice.
usually has a rugby update.
Yes, we did get that one. Thank you, Aisha. I think I did post it. And if I didn't, oh well.
Yeah, you
After
did.
8 minutes, England
England
is
is beating Samoa by 2.
awesome. So it looks
Yeah.
like everyone is arriving. Folks, I'm going to have to take a few moments because I want to start setting up the football
I'm
stuff.
actually at the point where I'm going to need to duck out in a hot second.
A hot second.
Yes.
I thought that was from New York or something.
Well, it's an East Coast thing.
Is it really?
You're thinking of a hot minute there, Raj.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the big dog was here earlier, so he's not feeling well. It was
he
a
only had
hot minute.
'cause he was not. He was not a hurt. He was a hurt thing. He was
My little pussycat here was being annoying, and I was referring to it as being in heat, which is too young for such. But I was talking about, man, it sounds like it's mewling and in heat. Very few people know what the word mewling is, and I'm gonna be a bit on the stuck up side and let it go.
Really?
They don't. They actually don't even know what a milch cow is either, and I'm just being stuck up right now. So.
Well, hey, you said apropos correctly, so you get a pass.
After about 8 attempts.
Yeah.
It was painful, man. I could not say it. And it was frustrating. I was trying to say apropos, but I got the liquid crack in me.
Coffee, caffeine, Joe.
Yes. Senator, hopefully we will get your picks. Oh, stop with the sir. We know exactly what that means. So
I work for a living.
that may not be true of me shortly, but we'll leave it at that. Yeah. Folks, my retirement date was, and as of 6:56 a.m., 57, I don't know why I said 6. It says 6:57. As of this morning, my retirement date still is March 28th, 24. Did I say it correctly?
Wow.
March 28th, 2024.
2024.
Okay.
As of this moment, yeah, I did say it wrong, didn't I, Speedy?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. As of this moment, 6:57. Oh, shut up, Siri.
Ooh.
My retirement date still is March 28th, 2024.
Excellent.
Nice.
So,
damn, talk about the longest minute in the world.
It is for the
6:50.
picks. Can I do them
Yes.
after the show? Okay.
Yes,
I will
you
do
may
them later.
do it after the show.
Yeah, I will do them later today. I promise you guys I will put in picks. Oh, and by the way, I got to say this before I go. How about those Commanders? Holy crap.
They won?
You're welcome.
Uh-huh.
We'll talk about it later.
They really won?
That's what I was told. I didn't watch the game, but I had somebody poke me about it. And I'm like, you're kidding. I got my town loyalty, but I know what the hell they are. So I was authentically surprised. But yeah.
Authentically surprised?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Engineer, did you also go with the Commanders?
Yes.
Stop it. Oh, hijos de su
I think we were the only two.
Oh my God. Gracias a Dios que no trabajo con este güey, porque si no iba. Oh. Okay. Jason, I miss you, Jason. He did work across the way. Okay. And I can get away with this. Jason and I are cryptozoologists. Okay. And he's going to die laughing. And I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. If Jay wants to comment about it in the chat room, he's a good person. He probably won't. But this is one that is both Jay and I know, and I've alluded to it. We are cryptozoologists. And if you don't know what that is, look that shit. I have seen Bigfoot. I know it exists.
Oh.
I mean, when you're looking up at it.
I knew what your milk cow thing was.
Oh,
she weighed in on that one.
Yeah, hey, no one has commented on milch cow, so go figure. But when you look up and you see it that tall, you know one of two things. Bigfoot really exists, or aliens are screwing with us. And being that I've been to Alaska and I've been out to the hinterland, I know this is rude of me, but I've been out there and I've seen human body structures. I look at them and say, yeah, aliens exist because they're effing with us. I'm sorry. It's just, I know why you live out here, 200 miles east of Anchorage. I get it. But when you see that, and you're like, oh my God, that's a human being. Holy shit, the aliens are effing with us.
Oh my God.
I know it's horrible for me to say
I'm
that,
gonna
but
jam for now. Thank you, everybody. I will talk to you guys soon.
oh, I apologize. She did comment.
I
I'm so
tried to
sorry.
tell you. I tried to tell you. She caught it.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. You did say that, Senator. Very good. And folks, that is an obscure. Okay, the reason why I know what that is, and Aisha, I think you'll be impressed. You know, I study history and especially World War II history. And for those of you that know, a milch cow, and I kind of did allude to it, didn't I, when I said submarine? Did I say submarine? Yes. Look it up, folks. You'll understand. So thank you, Aisha. It was a little bit of military history. Senator, seriously, I thank you for coming in to join us and help us get through because, poor Speedy's like, yeah, there are times I want to kill Scorekeeper. But because you were here.
Please don't.
Yeah, because you were here, my life, I'm okay for another day.
My life for you.
Yes. Senator, looking forward to it. Do you have a program this Sunday?
I do. I have Walking Dead this Sunday, and we will be on episode 19, Variants. The walkers that are mutating and stuff, they're kind of going away from the standard, and it's stuff that's leading to the miniseries. And they have new walkers coming out that do things like open doors and climb walls.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Do
Now
they
I
fire,
feel like I'm at work.
Do they fire lasers out of their butt?
That's in episode 20.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say,
2 weeks.
that is the real world visited. Is it life imitating art or art imitating life?
With things shooting out of their butt, that's not my area of expertise. Sorry, that's not my
Well, you said they were changing, so I wanted to keep track of the new tech.
Yeah, well, no, that's the aliens. That's Roger's part.
Oh, all right.
Stop it.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right, I gotta go, guys.
Okay, very quickly, folks. Her program is on NDB Media. Here's the link at the bottom on blogtalkradio.com. It's at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. It runs for 2 hours. Thank you, Senator. I'll talk about it real quick as you go.
Okay.
Looking forward to seeing
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Have a good day, Senator.
Zombies roll, humans droll.
Oh,
jeez.
Yeah, that was good. The link is at 5:30 p.m. on Sundays, and it is at blogtalkradio.com. Some people call it the ticker. Some people call it the Chiron. I say that funny little thing that goes across the screen. And that's the link. That's on our audio channel. Ooh, in the NDB Media Empire right here. So
what, the scroll? The scroll on the bottom of the screen? Yeah. Okay.
No, the audio portion of the Empire. So I'm gonna just take you to the page real quick, and there it is, NDB Media. Oh,
yeah, but you're talking about the bottom of our screen where the scroll is.
Yes.
Or the ticker. Depends on what decade you live in, but yeah.
Yes.
But all are correct. It does not matter what you call it.
Really? All are correct. Here's the screen, folks. It is blogtalkradio.com/NDB Media. And here's the channel. And the Walking Dead online viewing party is there. It's going to be at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. So, unfortunately, there is a little bit of carryover because we start on this channel, the video channel, trekking across the universe at 7:30 p.m. So there's a little bit of an overlap, but that's what we do. So check it out, folks. She does a lot of good stuff, and it's a lot of entertaining stuff. As you know, she just had an episode this past Wednesday of the Rock and Roll Shrink. And look, these are the last few episodes. On Thursday, Travel Itch Radio with the aforementioned Dan Schlossberg. They visited the Suncoast Jazz Festival in Florida. And this past Wednesday, the Rock and Roll Shrink. Episode 138, Games People Play. LARP as Therapy. Folks, these are good programs. Fandom Access was on Tuesday night. The Weekend Review. So you can check it out, folks. There's a lot of stuff on our radio channel, which is part of the NDB Media Network. I love saying that because I'm old. So I feel like Rupert Murdoch's illegitimate bastard. Well, wait a minute. I just stuttered. Illegitimate is bastard. So, yeah, that. just whatever. I feel like I'm the illegitimate bastard of the media empire. So take it for what it is. All right, folks, we're going to start with the NFL picks very, very soon. I'm getting to them right now as we speak. I'm setting up the pages, so we should be ready to go in under 5 minutes. I'm doing it now. Speedy, any more comments on that one Draymond Green, or what is another issue you want to get to in the next 5 minutes before we get to this? Are we in week 6 or 7, folks?
6.
Yeah, we're week 6.
Yep.
Okay.
But I just wanted to say, going back to the Draymond Green incident, you mentioned how boys fight. Well, if you watch the video, ladies and gentlemen, that's how it started. They were doing this back and forth, and then he walked over, and he basically going like this to Draymond, going, "Look, you're in my face. Stay back." And he lightly shoved Draymond, and then everyone's like, "What?" And that's when the punch came, and then all the coaches stepped in. Hey, break it up. What are you doing? What are you doing? But like I said, I'm gone for 1 week, and then they said that since we're going to the NFL, that I saw the video of this too. Tom Brady was fined for kicking Grady Jarren.
What?
I didn't see a kick. I saw Brady.
I saw the highlight, and that's still not a kick. But I remember them saying when Brady got that. Well, go ahead, Speedy. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, earlier I was saying that every time I'm gone for 1 week, Almighty, all this crazy stuff happens in sports, and I have to catch up and find out what's going on.
Okay, first of all, he said in LA County.
Yeah, I did.
See it through. See it through. Hey, Jay, the day I told that to an engineer, I couldn't believe I got away with it. We were in conversation, and they were trying to say something. He stopped. I'm like, it's okay. See it through. See it through.
And not only that, my team should have just went for the field goal. I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about the Raiders?
Yeah. Horrible.
I actually went for the other team. I knew the other team was going to win. I knew the Raiders weren't going to win. I actually got a win off that one.
See, there's the kick. Did you see it?
Oh, no. Play it again. Play it again, Sam. Or play it again, Almighty. Oh, I was going to miss it again. Oh, yeah.
See the ballerina kick there at the end?
I think he got caught in the jersey and it went up. Or I have to see from a different view. I could see the player getting up and dragging the foot. We've seen that often. But the ref was there.
Remember that Brady is a sly one. So, but Speedy brought it up. And that's what they're facing it on. The flag was at this point was immediate. It didn't take them 5 minutes to throw a flag this time, but they did throw it, and that's what the fine is about. Don't know. There we go. And then falls down, and then there's the kick. And I guess there's an argument that could be made for that, since it looks like he did lift his leg up and kick him in the butt or balls or whatever you want to. Take your pick, I guess. But anyway, that was a. Go ahead, Speedy.
They were referencing the call from the actual TV angle that we watched when we watched it on TV.
Oh, damn it!
Because the camera angle for television is what they saw, not this video. The actual TV.
But that's the one that came in the article, and I didn't. I mean, I'm sure I could find another one, but I did not find it. But that gives you the gist of what Brady did and what the fine is based on from whatever angle. It looks like he lifted his leg up. Either he had the fart or he did kick. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, well.
But anyway, I get your gist there, Speedy. He got fined for that, whatever it was, kick or whatever. Maybe Brady was practicing his field goal kicking. I don't know, or punting while he was on the ground. I don't know.
Oh, that's funny. That was very sly of you.
But anywho,
All right, folks, we are going to review very quickly the game on Thursday. Much to my shock, I went to see this game on Thursday and I bailed, but it looked like the Cubbies. I know they're the Bears. We're going to win, but it turned out that the Washington Commanders won 12-7. Wow, bastards! But hey, it is what it is.
I decided not to watch this game
Lucky bastard.
because Amazon is showing us crappy games. This the second week that they showed a game that I know that on Thursday night, every team gets a shot at playing Thursday night, and I did take the Bears, so I did also not, think about the Commodes winning.
Yeah, all shot to Jay. He got it right, as did the senator. So you should run for office, Jay. I noticed he kept quiet when I talked about the see it through, because he's probably staying quiet saying, that Dick Roger probably told me that once too. But I don't think I did, Jay, because I actually respect you. So yes, if I tell someone see it through, I'm actually like, come on, it's okay. Ride the bike, see it through, pedal forward. If I tell someone see it through, I'm being an asshole. And look, the little kitty's like, oh, Scorekeeper, an asshole? Nuh-uh. See the one right by Richard? That big kitty right there. All right, folks, here we go. We are late. I do apologize. It is 7:11 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to get to our NFL picks. We have quite a bit to go over, and we are really jazzed. I did get the picks from several of my coworkers early. Jay, I'm looking on getting you all. I should have included you on that one, and I do apologize. I didn't, but it's all good. So you can be ready to go, Jay, just in case. If anyone wants a list of the games, I prepare them on Tuesday. And if you guys want it, let me know. But beyond that, here we go, folks. Let's get it going. 7:12 a.m. Pacific time. Are you ready for some football? I hope so. First game, San Francisco 49ers, 3-2, visiting the 2-3 Atlanta Falcons. It's at 10 a.m. Pacific time on Fox. And the game is at, went a little too far down, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And in offense, the 49ers are 21st, the Falcons 26th. In total team defense, the Falcons are 4th, 49ers 28th. In team passing, the 49ers are 25th, the Falcons are sucky at 30th. And in rushing, these are two upper tier teams. The Falcons are 4th and the 49ers are 8th. Last time these two teams played was on December 18th, 2021. The 49ers beat the Falcons 31-13. So, I don't know. Almighty, do you by chance have... And thank you, Aisha, for that update. Wow, 8-0. England leads Samoa in the Rugby World Cup, 8-0. Thank you for that. Seriously, Aisha, for that update. Do you by chance have the line?
It is Atlanta +5.
So that means, the way I understand it, the big dog does it. Okay, I don't know. You know what? +5.
Well, I guess that means Atlanta is the underdog because they're getting 5 points. So it's you either can go with Atlanta +5 or San Francisco -5. So,
okay, thank you. Then that's what I'm going to do because the big dog is anal about that stuff. Oh God!
Well, I thought he did the plus, but maybe he does do the minus. But
it's the minus.
I just wanted to find it so it was available for the audience and us. And let's see what are we at here. There is right now for the 49ers, there's nothing significant. And as far as Atlanta, there is their punter. So that if that's going to their punter is out. No, the punter did not practice, so I do not know if he's out or not. And this hasn't. I don't know why this is not giving me the names of the player. This fucking website. But anyway, excuse me, Speedy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying good morning to Great Iron Girl. She's in the chat room. She's saying good morning to
yeah. Good morning. Yes, that is awesome.
Yeah, good morning to the one who calls me a cheater.
Oh, it
Oh,
does. Let's
I
see.
guess I'm going to
It's
stop glaring at her, but whatever. So it's okay. Folks, we already have 5 picks in. Engineer, Scorekeeper, Aisha, Tony, 2620, and Gridiron Girl are going for the 49ers. Speedy, who's it going to be, buddy?
You're all fired. Atlanta's going to win. I threw you all out of
Yeah.
chat. There you go.
I know. I didn't realize it until you paused. I'm like, oh, idiot. This is
Yeah.
49er Raiders stuff. Yeah, I sorry, Speedy. But you folks, I think you did see me smiling. I did catch a little bit late, so it's all good. All right. Almighty, what's it going to be, young man?
I am going to take the 49ers.
Wow. Jump together, we die together.
Yep.
All right, folks. So in review, we ask you to bear with us and we ask you to help me out because I've been accused of being a cheater by Gridiron Girl. So I'll just let that stay there and I will allow. Aisha says, "Oh, come on, Roger. Give the girl a break. Sonia is one of us after all." Like, so in review for the 49ers, it is Engineer, Scorekeeper, Aisha, Tony, 2620, Gridiron Girl, and Almighty. And for the Falcons, Speedy. So there we go. We're off and running, folks. Our first pick is in. Let us go to the next game. Thank you. We are off and running. We are going and blowing. So the New England Patriots, 2-3, visit the 2-3 Cleveland Browns. It's at 10 a.m. Pacific time on CBS, First Energy Stadium. Check this out, folks. A 2-3 Browns team, and look at these numbers. This is wow. This is crazy. And I went for the Browns, and I think they disappointed me, but that's neither here or there. On offense, the Browns are 4th, the Patriots are 19th. In defense, team defense, the Browns are 2nd, and the Patriots are 22nd. In passing, the Browns are 24th. The Patriots are 22nd, the Browns are 24th. And in rushing, this is a good rushing team. The Patriots are 9th, but the Cleveland Browns are 2nd overall in total rushing. This is impressive. And the last time these two teams played, the Patriots clobbering time, 45-7 over the Cleveland Browns on November 13th, 2021. The line, young man.
The Patriots are favored by 2.
All right, so that means the Browns are -2. Oh,
yep.
Wow. Okay.
And that's what's. I mean, I guess it depends how you look at it. You're either surprised or not that the Patriots are favored, but the Browns are not tearing things up anyway.
Wow. Okay. So I don't know who that was directed to, but I'm going to play stupid on that, so that's all right. Tony's got the first pick in right now. He's going with the Brownies.
Thank you, Tony. Yeah.
Tony is saying they're going to win 23-20 over the Cheatriots. I like it. Aisha says, let's try the baby shit Browns again. We have Aisha in for that one. Jay flips a coin or flip coin game. Yeah, he's going with the Patriots. The engineer is in. And then, sorry, Almighty, taking the Patriots. All right. So Gridiron Girl is doing that. Almighty, who's it going to be?
I am taking the Patriots.
Okay. I guess Speedy is going to take who or what?
I am going to take the Browns because they're going to win. And that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, that's what I think all the time, too.
Morning, Speedy Gonzalez. Or wait, no. Speedy Gonzalez, from Forrest Gump.
Yes.
My name's Forrest Gump. I'm like, okay. So Speedy's going to take the Browns. Scorekeeper says, it's like I really give a rat's ass, but I think the Browns are the better team. Screw it. Scorekeeper has the idea that it's going to be them. So, all right, here we go. In review, folks, Patriots, we have Engineer, Gridiron Girl, and Almighty. And for the Browns, we have Tony, 2320, Aisha, Speedy, and Scorekeeper. So, folks, we're doing very what is this? Oh, here we go again. England now leads Samoa 18-0. Wow. And Tongans are getting whipped or whooped. Yeah, whooped.
Whooped. Yeah, whooped's a better word.
Yeah, not whipped. Sorry, folks. That's me being historically insensitive. Yeah, that's about right. All right, folks. Now, that was just a stupid faux pas, but I'm going to get nasty comments on that. I'm old. I'm tired. And I need more. All right. Next game, New York Jets 3-2 visiting the Green Bay Packers 3-2. It's at 10 a.m. Pacific time on Fox, and it's at Lambeau Field, hallowed ground. On offense, the Packers are 10th, the Jets are 13th. On defense, the Packers are 11th, the Jets are 25th. In passing, the Jets are 10th, Packers are 20th. And in rushing, the Packers are 11th, and the Jets are 25th. Last time these two teams played was an exhibition, and the Jets beat the Packers 23-14. It doesn't mean anything. So, almighty, what do we have?
The Jets plus 7.5.
I'm going to stick with that. Jets. Oh, I lost my number sign thingy. Okay, there we go. 7.5. Okay, do we have any major injuries or anything? Oh, Speedy comment. Oh, it was on the Speedy comment. Got it.
Oh,
right.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think so. I think everything's cool in that game.
Okay, thank you. So Aisha says that she's going to take the Jets on this one. So let's see, Aisha, there it is. And Engineer says Cheesehead again. They should win. And Tony says it's going to be the Cheeseheads, who he's going for 30-20. And then Gridiron Girl says it's going to be the Packers. So absolutely awesome. Yeah, I'm going to go with the blockheads. I mean the Gamma heads. Oh, the big dog heads. So I should do that one. So anyway, Almighty, what's it going to be?
I'm going to take the Jets.
All right. Speedy, what's it going to be?
Well, you have two teams that are both green. They're both very good. But this week I'm going to go with the Jets.
Wow. 3-2 is very good. Thank you for that, Speedy. Wow. Very good. Yes, indeed. I'm shocked. All right. This is like the closest. Oh, no, it's not the closest, but here we go.
No.
On this game, on the quick review, folks, Jets, Aisha, Almighty, and Speedy. And for the Packers, Engineer, Tony, 30-20, Gridiron Girl, and Scorekeeper. All right. Got 3 games in, folks. We are doing very well. I am just terribly so excited right now. Jacksonville 2-3 versus the 2-1 Indianapolis Colts. 10 a.m. Pacific time. This game is on CBS. It's at Lucas Oil Stadium. On offense, the Jaguars are 14th in total offense. The Colts 25th. On defense, the Jaguars are 15th. The Colts are 27th. In passing, the Jaguars are 16th. Sorry, I should have said the Colts because they're number 1. In this game, the Colts are 14th in passing. The Jaguars 16th. And in rushing, the Jaguars are 16th and the Colts are 27th. Last time these two teams played was in a game that kind of mattered. It was a few weeks ago on September 17th, 2022. Jacksonville at home whooped the Indianapolis Colts 24-0. What do we have, Almighty?
Jaguars +1.
All right. Any injuries, anything of value or note?
I don't think it would matter, but
Fair enough.
I don't really see anything here.
Speedy, what's your choice? Wow. That was a impressive sigh there.
I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go with the Colt. Yeah, I'm going to take the Colt.
Okay, you're going to take the Colts. Engineer is taking the Jags. Aisha is saying she'll take the Black Pussycats as the best of the bunch. Tony says the Jags are going to win a close one, 17-16. Gridiron Girl says she's going to go for Jaguars. Speedy's going with the Colts. Almighty, what's it going to be?
I'm gonna stay with the Jaguars.
Yeah. Being that the Colts are at home, I might have given them the edge on this one, but I'm not. I just think the Jaguars had their way with them last time, and I think they're going to do so again visiting. So Scorekeeper is going to take. Scorekeeper is going to take the Jaguars. So reviewing our picks, folks, and I apologize. I don't know why my Outlook is being stupid. Oh, I got a JCPenney email. Jaguars in review. Engineer, Aisha, Tony 17-16, Gridiron Girl, Almighty, and Scorekeeper, and Colts are being taken by Speedy. So we have a quick update. Thank you in Rugby World Cup, Aisha. England, Samoa, the Tongans have answered. So it's 18-6, folks. They're making it something. So we're doing very well. We're now going to, what is this, our fourth game or fifth game? Oh, we're already going to the fifth game. We're doing very well this morning. All right. This should be an interesting game. Minnesota Vikings 4-1, visited 3-2. Miami Dolphins. And folks, I apologize. My English is bad this morning. I'm using past tense, future tense. I'm even using Star Trek future tense. But that's a DS9 story for another day. At 10 a.m. Pacific time on Fox. It's at Hard Rock Stadium. Woohoo! On offense, the Vikings are 11th. The Dolphins are 18th. On defense, the Vikings are 21st. The Dolphins are 2 away from the worst. Or, I guess 1 away? No, 2 away. They're 30th. In passing, these are 2 better teams. The Dolphins are 6th overall. And the Vikings are 9th, which puts the Vikings in the 2nd tier of the league. And in rushing, both teams are worthless. Vikings are 22nd. The Dolphins are 30th. Last time these 2 teams played was a long time ago. And it was the Vikings 41-17 over the Dolphins at home on December 15th, 2018. What do we have for the line, young man?
It is the Dolphins +3. So the Vikings are favored, I think.
All right. Speedy, what's your choice on this one, young man?
I'm going to go with Miami on this one. I think they're going to win and pull it out.
Okay. I think the Dolphins are down to their 3rd quarterback, but
really, wow. All right, Almighty.
I think that Bridgewater is still out for his concussion.
I think so. Yes.
And we know Tua, he's out for who knows how long now. I mean, since everything's been slowed down a little bit, so doesn't mean much. I mean, we're still talking about the Vikings and the Dolphins. The Vikings. Anyway, go ahead. I guess I was going, wasn't I? But it doesn't matter. Let's see what I got here make sure everything's cool here.
So you're gonna go with?
I am. Who am I going to go with? I'm going to take. I'm going to take the Dolphins.
Sorry about that, folks. I hope you didn't hear that.
No, we
you're
didn't.
Going to take the Dolphins. Yeah, I think I hit mute on time. Sorry. Engineer Tony is saying they're going to take it. The Vikings 24-20. Gridiron Girl, Aisha, Scorekeeper. They're taking the Vikings. Speedy's taking the Dolphins. So in review, I should have just done that. I have for the Vikings, Engineer, Tony 24-20, Gridiron Girl, Aisha, Scorekeeper, and Almighty. For the Dolphins, we have Speedy, the outlier. He's going with the Dolphins. In 3 of the 5 games, Speedy is the only one that is choosing that as of right now, which is kind of interesting. So it's cool. Speedy is the outlier often, but it's cool. All right, folks, doing very well. I think we're on our 6th game now. Next one, and sorry for all the flashing screens there, Aisha. Cincinnati Bengals 2-3 visiting the Nollan Saints 2-3. It's at 10 a.m. Pacific time on CBS. It's at Caesars Superdome, and it is on offense. The Saints are 8th, the Bengals 23rd. On defense, the Bengals are an upper echelon team. They're in the upper quarter. 7th in defense, Saints are 10th. So the Saints are in the 2nd quarter of teams. But anyway, in passing, they're almost equal. Bengals 12th, Saints 13th. And in rushing, they not be equal. The Saints are 10th in rushing. The Bengals are 26th. Last time these two teams played was forever and a day. The Saints bushwhacked the Bengals 51-14. The Bengals were at home on November 10th, 2018. Do we have a line on it, sir?
The Saints plus 2.5.
Your pick for this game, Almighty?
Oh, I'm going to go with the Saints.
Speedy. Oh, Lamighty. I didn't mean that. Almighty. Sorry. What's it going to be, Speedy?
Well, first of all, if our own Caesar going to be at the game, because you did say Caesar. But,
No, it's at, I said Caesar Super.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Okay. I was trying to say that I needed some more coffee. Forgive me.
Wow.
I apologize. I'm sorry. See, when Almighty comes to the chat room, I lose all for unlawful cardinal knowledge ability to, of my lexicon. But anyway, what's it going to be, Speedy? Who are you going with?
We'll mark that time down, ladies and gentlemen. 7:23 a.m., but I am going to go with the Bengals.
7:32. You're acting like me now. 7:32, buddy. Fix your clock.
I did that.
All right, he's going with them. Jay, the engineer, is going with the Bengals. And Tony saying the Bungholes. 27-23 over the Aints. Oh, okay, got it. Okay. 27-23. And Aisha says she's going to go with the Holy Rollers. A woman of faith, I see. I apologize. And Gridiron Girl is going to take the Bengals. And Scorekeeper, I don't know. These are worthless teams. But looking at the numbers again, yeah, I'm going to have to give the edge to... what's the injury report, Almighty? Do we have anyone that's really major out or anything? Like it matters?
Let me check. I mean, I did look at it. I didn't say. Let's see. For the Saints, let's see who's out. Let's see, who is that? Michael Thomas is out, the wide receiver.
And he's with the Bengals or the Saints?
Yes, I'm sorry. For the Saints, it will be Michael Thomas, wide receiver. He's out with a foot. Chris Olive, another wide receiver, he's questionable for the Saints. James Jamel's whatever for the Saints, their quarterback, is questionable. He had limited practice. Jarvis Landry is out for the Saints. And for the Bengals, the whole team is out. Oh, I mean, that just doesn't seem like anybody that is questionable. That is like their wide receiver T. Higgins is questionable, and that's Well, the wide receiver, I'm sorry, is questionable, and I was looking at their tight end Hayden Hurst, who is questionable. They both had limited practice during the week, and that's about it for those. I mean, nothing really major going on. I mean, except for Taysom Hill, who did practice, but I don't know why he's listed here. But anyway.
Okay.
And the quarterback, that is questionable, but he had limited practice for the Saints, so I guess go with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, update from Aisha, our international correspondent in international rugby play. Halftime score at the 2022 Rugby World Cup. England 18, Samoa 6. And England is showing Samoa clean heels so far. Wow, good stuff. Thank you for the update, folks. Folks, all kidding aside, if you help like Aisha's doing, we appreciate it that you guys are following games for us, and we thank you for that. So
I thought you were going to announce a gift certificate, but I guess I was wrong.
Well, he does, but it's only for $5. So
well.
really? Oh, it's only for $5, huh? All right then, Speedy. You can just go. Okay. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, now the funny thing is, everyone saw me live and I muted, and I wonder how many people actually heard me say it. When they were like, because you finish people's words when you're watching them. So, speechless, Roger. Yeah, that's what we'll call. Oh, right, I was speechless for a moment. Aisha, I was speechless because the old man couldn't find the mute button to set that one up. So, in review, folks, for the Bengals, Speedy, Engineer, Tony, 2720, Gridiron Girl, and Scorekeeper. And for the Saints, Almighty and Aisha. Awesome. So here we go. Folks, quite a few people are watching us this morning. Thank you for joining us. This is Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday Morning Quarterbacks on Saturday. Hey, we wake you up like no one else does. So good morning, and thank you for joining us. And we're good. Baltimore Ravens 3-2 versus the New York Giants 4-1. The shocking 4-1 New York Giants. 10 a.m. Pacific time on CBS. It's at MetLife Stadium. The Ravens are 15th in offense. The Giants 24th in total defense. They're tied for third. That is a rarity, folks. And I don't think I've ever seen two teams tied as of late. On team passing, the Ravens are 21st. The Giants are 31st. And in rushing, the Ravens are 7th. The Giants are 3rd. Last time these two teams played was almost 2 years ago. The Ravens at home almost doubled up. Actually, they did double up the score, 27-13 over the Giants, December 26, 2020. What do you have for the line, young man?
It is the Giants plus 5.5.
Wow. So what does that tell you, or what does that tell us when you're saying Giants are plus 5.5?
Oh, what is that saying? I guess they expect Barkley to outrun Lamar Jackson.
All right. Got it. Appreciate that. All right. Scorekeeper is going for the Giants on this one. I'm not saying it's a gimme, but I feel the Giants are doing better, which means they're going to disappoint me because that's what they do. And we'll see. So we already have several picks. Jay is going with the Ravens. So Engineer has got his pick in. Aisha says she watched them last Sunday and the Giants quarterback is a leader. So I'm going with the tall guys. Woohoo! I think Aisha and I are, for the first time, same pick. So, no, not the first, but close enough. Tony, Tony's going with the Ravens to 16 over the Vagrants. That's funny. Oh, no, the Giants. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Tony. I'm a little tired. And Gridiron Girl is going with them tall boys. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean the Giants. Tall boys a personal thing, but that's okay. Do we have... No, I need Almighty and Speedy. I know what a tall boy is, Gridiron Girl. So.
I think we all do.
Oh, really? You do you have? Are you legal? Are you able to drink?
Oh, here we go. Back to the old days.
I'm sorry, folks. It's an old, tired joke. Speedy had a I claim it was a middle school picture, but I think it was it your freshman year of high school? That picture that you had on Facebook?
No, that was my senior year picture.
Oh, bullshit. Oh. Okay, it was your senior year?
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, you do have that youthful exuberance. But hey, whatever. Okay. So, Speedy, what's it going to be? So, anyway, the point was he had a youthful exuberance. And, that was a little while ago. And I started the bashing with Speedy one time as we were ending the episode. I was thanking everyone, whatever. And then I finally said, and I especially want to give a shout out to Speedy's mom for letting him play in the morning. I didn't know that Speedy's mom had passed away. So, it was stupid. It was funny, but it was disrespectful because I didn't know that his mom had passed away. And as we were ending the episode, you could hear Speedy, I think for the first and only time, telling Scorekeeper to go play with himself. So,
Yeah.
and it did cut out, which was kind of funny, but it's all good. Oh, Aisha says, tall boy, a large wooden piece of furniture. Just saying is all. Yeah. Yeah. I'm all right with that. I like that, Aisha. So, did you hear Almighty? You're like,
I was just, I didn't know if she meant plastic instead of a wooden piece of whatever.
In today's world, yeah. What's it going to be?
I'm going to take the Army Ants.
All right. So, Scorekeeper, I'm sorry, Speedy, what's it going to be?
I'm going to take the Giant. No, wait. I'm going to take the Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens.
What'd you do? Best out of 3 there, Speedy?
Yeah.
That was good. All right, folks. Next game. I'm sorry. Forgive me a moment. Sorry about that, folks. All right, next game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 3-2 versus the 1-4 Pittsburgh Steelers. It's at 10 a.m. Pacific time on Fox. It's at Acrisure Stadium. On offense, the Buccaneers are 22nd. That makes them El Succo under the Brady era, but they're 3-2, so go figure. They're 3-2. 3-2. 3-2. See, I can't even do the flip. The Steelers are 29th. On defense, they both are worthless. The Buccaneers are 30th. Man, this is a charitable defense. And the Steelers are 29th. In passing, the Buccaneers are 3rd. Wow. Steelers are at 23rd. And in rushing, the Buccaneers are almost abysmal, if not just pretty much there. I just said that. They are 31st in rushing, and the Steelers are 29th. Wow! Yeah, they suck. It was an August game in 2019. The Steelers edged the Buccaneers 30-28 in preseason. What do we have on this one, Almighty?
The Steelers are getting 10 points.
Wow. So Scorekeeper says, give me some. You can take that however you want, folks.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Almighty, what's it going to be?
I am taking, what am I doing? I'm taking the Buccaneers.
All right. I thought I heard something else, but he did say Buccaneers. What's it going to be, Speedy?
No, I didn't say that. I that's amazing. I
am impressed.
I guess I had, anyway, yeah, you did not hear me say Buccaneers. I said the Buccaneers. The Steelers' defense is just horrible. Their offensive line, they can't run the ball worth crap. But then again, the Buccaneers are not playing on all cylinders either. So, but I mean, if you were betting, I guess you could take the 10 points. I don't expect a high. Well, maybe the Buccaneers, I don't know. Anyway, I'm taking the Buccaneers. The Steelers are not having a very good season so far, and I expect it to continue.
Oh my goodness. If you heard me say it, I apologize, folks. I am stupid. You should know this. So, Speedy, what's it going to be?
Well, thank you for the long tirade, Almighty. But I'm going to get straight to the point by saying I'm taking the Steelers.
Oh, good God! What the hell's the matter with you, buddy?
The Steelers, huh? You gonna
Yeah.
take the paper mache curtain?
we're all confused, Aisha, this morning. We're all confused.
Oh, you know what, folks? I'm so sorry. Look at that. When Aisha said what she did, then Jay was like, oh. And then he says, make up your mind. Oh, my God. Speedy equals confused.com. Jeez. And then, of course, Jay was talking about try the upset last week, but I'll pick the Bucks this time. Tony says the Bucks, 28 Steelers. I got it. 28-16. Sorry, this is a major moment for me because I'm so damn tired. Aisha says, again, it looks like I have to take the Pirates. Both teams look like garbage. Gridiron Girl says, the Bucks. Tony's dying laughing. Yeah. Oh, all of a sudden, Jay, what? Yeah. Oh, my goodness. That was funny. That was good stuff, folks. I love it. I thank everyone for being a part of this. In review, Buccaneers, Scorekeeper, Almighty, Engineer, Tony, 28-16, Aisha and Gig, and Steelers, Speedy. Wow. You are one either absolutely rapacious prognosticator. I don't even know what rapacious means at this hour of the morning.
What do you
I
think?
know the word. But I don't know if it's correct. It just, blah.
Well, as long as you don't say he's rapacious, But
Now
Did you
put that in my
bring that
mind,
up?
dude.
Wow.
Yeah, and now you put that in my mind. I'm gonna end up screwing it up. Screwing it up. Anyway, all right, whatever. All right, we're doing well, folks. We really just sent it into the gutter fast. We have no.
It's actually pretty slow this week to get to the gutter, but yeah,
it did take us a while, folks. We're having a blast. Thank you. We're moving on. Carolina Panthers 1-4 versus the one game better Los Angeles Rams 2-3. It's at 1:05 p.m. Pacific time. Game is on Fox, and it's at SoFi Stadium. Like that matters for the Rams. Yeah. On offense, the Lames are 27. The Panthers are 32nd. On defense, they exchanged. The Panthers are 5th. Rams are the worst. On passing, the Panthers are 28th. I should have said the Rams first, are 18th. And in rushing, Panthers are 28th. The Rams just suck. They're 32nd. They're worse in the league in rushing. Last time these two teams played, the Rams did edge the Panthers, who were at home 30-27 on September 7th, 2019. So that was opening day a long, long time ago. What do you have as a line, young man? We lost you, Almighty. Yeah, he went. Almighty went lame.
Yeah.
You muted.
You muted yourself too at the same time.
All right. It's
okay. You're back.
It's they are giving the Panthers 10 for the Panthers.
Okay.
So the Rams do have some kind of a double-digit advantage. I don't know how they came across it. Well, I guess because there's no quarterback. Everybody's injured in Carolina as far as quarterbacks are going. I don't know. I can't really get a word on Donald Duck. So I know that Baker's out, but there is no word on Donald Duck. I don't see it. Donald Duck. Anyway, I guess it wouldn't even matter who the quarterback was at this point, the way the Panthers are going. And they do have the they just fired their coach, and the assistant fired everybody. So I don't know who's running the ship down there.
Wait, that's Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's right. I was like, whoa, did something happen? But that was last. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
I didn't mean to confuse you. Yeah, the Panthers. They lost. They fired their coach. Brought in one of the assistants, and then he fired everybody. And I don't know. And plus, Baker, like it matters, is out, and I'm not sure. And there's no word. I don't see anything on Donald Duck. I don't see anything about him being. He must be playing, but I don't know if he's starting. Unless someone can correct me on that, but I don't see his name on the injury report at all.
All right, folks. I'm on the Facebook dating app, and there is someone that showed up as a dating pick. I'm on that one, and I'm going to ask for your assistance. I'm going to do this once a week, and I'm going to show one individual, and I'm going to ask for your vote. Do I click yes or no on the person? And I'm going to get to that one right now. You're going to help out Scorekeeper have another night on his own alone. So I feel that I need your assistance, and we're going to get to that in a little bit. I just pulled up the most recent pick, so I got to get to that. Anyway, Speedy, or Almighty, who did you say you were going to take?
You know, who did I say I was going to
I don't think you said anything.
I don't
Sorry.
think I
Oh, couldn't hear anything you said because you were muted.
Oh.
So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was trying to give the spread, and then I got muted. I'm taking the Hams.
Speedy?
I'm taking the Panthers.
Oh, my God. Holy Speedy, you and I are finally on the same. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah. Jay. Oh, I didn't see this one, Gridiron Girl. Sorry. When I was writing it in, I saw Jay's comment first. So actually, the first pick on this one, Gridiron Girl's going with the Rams. Jay, I know he corrected, but I'm posting this deliberately. He went with the Rams. Tony went with the Lambs, 24-27, and then Jay said Panthers. Then he said, "Sorry, guys," and then continued. "Thank you, engineer, for the clarity. Panthers is my choice." Aisha says that she's going to regret this, but she's picking the fluffy sheep over the black cats. And then Jay says that might make Panthers win with their new coach. Yeah, fair enough. So, in review, Panthers, Scorekeeper, Engineer, and Speedy. The Lambs, Tony. Why the hell did I choose a pet? Okay, whatever. 24-17. Aisha, Almighty, and Gridiron Girl are going with the Rams. Hijos de su madre. I don't know why I did that. But okay. In the last afternoon game, we're going to get to that one right now. Thank you for being with us. We are doing very well in the picks, folks. I think we're going to have them in under an hour. Last time we took a little bit longer than that. Arizona Cardinals 2-3 versus the Seattle Seahawks 2-3. No, you weren't even here, Speedy, but whatever. It's at 1:05 p.m. Pacific time on Fox. And we have on offense, the Seahawks are 9th, yet they're 2-3. Cardinals are 17th. On defense, the Cardinals are the number one team, yet they're 2-3. The Seahawks are 12th. In passing, the Seahawks are 11th. Cardinals are 17th. And in rushing, the Seahawks are 12th. And the Cardinals are 18th. These numbers are, they throw accountants. It just screws with us. Seattle Seahawks 38-30 over the Cardinals on January 8th, 2022. That was probably the last regular season of the game. So, what is the pick on this one?
It is the Seahawks by 2.5.
Seahawks by 2.5.
That is correct.
Okay. What's it going to be, Almighty?
I am going to take the Cardinals.
Okay. Speedy.
Cardinals as well.
Wow. Okay.
You're taking the Cardinals, Speedy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I want to change my pick then. No, I'm just kidding.
Too late now.
Engineer is taking the Cardinals as well. Aisha says she's going to take the Redbirds this time. And Gridiron Girl. Oh, okay. We're going to jump off together, Gridiron Girl. I was about to say, wow, it looks like everyone's going for the Cardinals. I am following Gridiron Girl's pick. And Tony says he's still thinking. Oh, wow. All right. Fair enough. And it looks like we have everyone's pick then for the moment. So, yeah. So when Tony uses his tabulator, which is either this or this, whatever, while he figures that out, in review, Cardinals, Almighty, Speedy, Engineer, and Aisha. Seahawks, Gridiron Girl, and Scorekeeper. So, and we'll see. So, yes, we had 4 games to go, Jay. Thank you. There is a oh, that's right. Yeah, there's a bye. So,
yeah, there's a bye this week.
I thought it was like around week 4, but apparently it's finally week 6. So, whatever. So,
yeah, but we don't judge. If you're by, we don't judge.
You rat bastard! You beat me to it. I was trying to work something in and I couldn't get it to go. Oh my goodness! Buffalo Bill. This is going to be a good game, folks. This is. Scorekeeper's calling this one. It's going to be good, and I thank you, Tony. I'll get to it in a moment. Buffalo Bills 4-1, Kansas City Chiefs 4-1. It's at 1:25 p.m. on CBS. It's at Giga Field at Arrowhead Stadium. On offense, these are 2 top teams on total offense. Bills are first, Chiefs 7th. On defense, the Bills remain 4th, and the Chiefs are 19th on defense. In passing, again, 2 premier teams. The Bills are first, the Chiefs are 5th. And in rushing, the Bills are 14th, the Chiefs are 19th. Last time these 2 teams played, it's almost to the day. October 10th, 2021, the Bills blasted the Chiefs 38-20. When you win by 18, folks, that's a L blowout. What do we have? Almighty, this should be a good game, man.
Where did it go here? It is only the Chiefs by 2.5.
Wow. 2.5. Okay, I'm going to go to the chat room on this one. So Tony did say the Cardinals. Sorry, forgive me. Cardinals 24, Seahags 22. Okay, so I think I have all of that. Aisha now gives us an update. At the 44-minute mark, Samoa did suffer a player injury. Jay says it's a nail-biter game. And Bills, Josh Allen arm is amazing. So we have our first pick on that one. Engineer going with the Bills. Gridiron Girl. Oh, wow. She's going with the Bills. No, I thank you, Gridiron Girl. I thank you for correct. Oops, Bills. She doesn't say it as dumb as I do. Oops. She's like, oops. Still mad at you, Gridiron Girl, but that's all right. Let's see. Aisha says, I'm picking the big hairy cows, not feeling the chieflets. I like that. Folks, we love your comments, man. They're damn funny. That's why I go out of my way to get them right. Tony says it's going to be a squeaker, 31-30. So we have it in for the chat room. Speedy, what you liking on this one, brother?
I know. I've been going with all the teams that suck, but I'm going to have to give this one to Kansas City. Sorry, Bill.
You are the outlier, dude. You really are. You really are. That's damn funny. Almighty, what's it going to be, brother?
I'm taking the Bills.
We jump together, we die together. Jeez.
Well, you can pick either one. I mean, there's really no. I mean, that's another coin flipper, but in a good way.
I know I'm going to pay for this one, but I am going with Speedy on this one. Oh, okay. Jay says AOL or LOL. And,
AOL?
Big sigh, LOL. And Aisha says, Roger, you keep fading out. Guess you got a loose wire. Oh, I have loose wires. Just ask my employer. There's no doubt about that. No comments, Jay. But I'm sure I do have a loose wire or two. Folks, everyone else, I need a sound check, please. Am I fading in and out? So,
not anymore.
Yeah,
I was though. I was.
Yeah, you did for a few seconds, but it's okay. It's all good now. For now, I mean, anyway, you're fine. If not, we'll jump on you again and tell you to get that wire, get your loose wire fixed. Get some electroshock treatment.
The Almighty has said I'm fine.
Well, sarcasm.
emotional. I went to my optometrist appointment on Friday, and he had to drop those yellow tears that are a tad painful and stuff. And they're coming, and I don't know what happened, but they affected me. And I'm like looking like Elvira, man. These are coming, and as the optometrist is getting close, I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm like, doctor, I'm sorry, I apologize. Obviously, when I show up here, I don't know what it is, sir, but I get very emotional on these 1-year meetings. My optometrist just looked at me, put his head down, and he's like, all right, you little shit. That was kind of funny. I could tell by his answer, like, all right, you're overdoing it, but I could see he was smiling. He's like, yeah, okay, dude. Because I'm like, I'm sorry, sir, but I get emotional for these optometrist events. I've chosen new glasses, folks. So I will have them. They're sportier. They're a metallic blue. I'll see if I can post the pictures in a little bit. But anyway, right now we're going with some of the picks in the chat room. And Aisha says, loose wire, not a loose mind, but not going to argue. Aww. Update, World Cup, England 22, Samoa 6. All right, folks, what do we have? Oh, God, we haven't even done this yet. I'm so sorry. Holy crapola. Yeah, okay, we're done. In review, Engineer, Gridiron Girl, Aisha, Tony, 3130, and Almighty for the Bills. For the Chiefs, Speedy and Scorekeeper. That the hill I'm going to die on. Good God. All right. In the game of the week, in my humble opinion, I'll get the arguing right now. Dallas Cowboys 4-1 versus the 5-0 Philadelphia Eagles. Tony, need your pick. This is your team. It's at Lincoln Financial Field. In offense, the Eagles are second. The Cowboys are 28th, and they're 4-1. On defense, the Eagles are 5th. Cowboys are 9th. In passing, the Eagles are 8th, upper echelon. Cowboys are 27th. And in rushing, the Eagles are 5th, upper echelon, and the Cowboys are in the second tier at 15th. Last time these two teams played, September 27th, 2021, more than a year ago, and the Cowboys, under someone else, beat the Eagles 41-21. Dallas was at home. What is the line? Almighty.
The line. It's the fucking line. The line is. Oh, okay. The Cowboys +6.
What?
I'm afraid so.
Wow. Okay.
I guess people like Cooper Rush.
Wow. Okay. Engineer says he's gonna. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I let me check something. Here it is. If I can, that's not it. Go ahead. I'll find it later. Oh.
Someone is right outside the garage. I can hear the doors slamming, and now the dog's barking. They're not even 10 feet away from me.
I found your sporty glasses. There they are. I found your sporty glasses. He's over here on the right there.
Aisha says she's going to take the Cowboys. Engineer says he's going to take the Eagles.
Well, where did it go?
Gridiron Girl says she's going to take the Cowboys.
Oh, well. But anyway.
Tony says Eagles are 6-point favorites. Okay. So, you're funny. Uh-oh, did I lose something?
Yeah, what happened to the... There we go.
Yeah. Tony says Eagles are 6-point favorites, so I guess he's going to take the Eagles. And Aisha updates 24-16 England over Samoa in the World Cup of Rugby. Thank you, the 2022. Of course, Jay says you're too funny, Almighty. And all right, Scorekeeper is going to go out on a limb and say the Eagles are going to win 31-18 over the Cowboys. So this is a game that Scorekeeper imitates Tony. I like this one. So, Almighty,
What?
who's your choice?
I am going to take the
You're going with the
Eagles.
Cowboys. Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Speedy, I'm curious. What's it going to be?
I'm going to jump with you this time and go with the Eagles.
You're jumping with everyone on that one, Speedy. All right, folks. I think we have everyone in, and bear with me if we don't. For the Cowboys, Aisha and Gridiron Girl. For the Eagles, Engineer, Tony, Scorekeeper, 3118, Almighty, and Speedy. And now it brings us to a waste of time Monday night game. The Denver Broncos 2-3 visits the 3-2. Oh, already have the first pick. Thank you, Gridiron Girl. Versus the 3-2 Chargers at 5:15 p.m. Pacific time on ESPN. This game is at SoFi Stadium. The Chargers are 5th on offense. The Broncos are 20th. On defense, the Broncos are 10th. The Chargers are 23rd. In passing, Chargers are second best overall in the entire league. Broncos are 19th. So the Broncos are in the lower half at 19. And in rushing, these two pedestrian teams are in the middle of they're in the third quarter of teams. They're the third quad, I guess. Broncos are 20th and the Chargers are 23rd. Last time these two teams played was less than a year ago, and it was the Chargers 34-13 over the Broncos. The Chargers were at home. That's a blowout. What do we have on the line, sir?
Broncos by 4.5.
Really? Oh, but that's what they're giving them. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. We already have Gridiron Girl taking the Chargers. This one's a little easier for me. Thank you, Gridiron Girl, for being illuminating. Scorekeeper is going to do that. And sorry. Here we go. So true. Waste of time. Yeah. Thank you, Jay. Jay's taking the Chargers. I don't know if that's an engineering term or not, but I'm going to let it go. Tony says the Bolts are going to win this one. 26-19. That burger looks so good. Who's showing a burger? What the hell?
Yeah, I never saw a burger, but I would like one.
Okay, maybe he was talking to someone else, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
And hopefully he meant burger.
Ooh. Gridiron Girl says that she jumped ship. Hey, come join another losing team. The Raiders need fans.
Yeah.
So, thank you. I'm backing the Electric Duds. The Dancing Horses let me down. Yeah, they let me down too, I think. So, Aisha's going there. And, Jay says typo. Yeah, I don't think that was a typo. That was Messageo. It should have gone to someone else. Or he might have been talking booger. So, Applebee's commercial on my website. Is that what it was? Oh, that's funny. The commercial. Okay, fair enough. Actually, they do have some good burgers, engineer. I go to Applebee's, folks, in Mount Clair, off Monte Vista, on Fridays. If you want to join me, let me know. I'm either there for their happy hour around 3 to 6, or I go to lunch sometimes. Our favorite barkeep is Brandy. She goes by Brandy Bow. Yeah, she's so sweet. But it's really good. So it's a lot of fun there. She's a wonderful individual, and we love going there because of her. So I'm usually there at noon or at 3 to 6 on a Friday, which is really cool. Aisha says, he's an engineer. Typos are normal for them.
Wow.
I'm generalizing, Jay, because I don't mean that for you, but for your kin. Yes. Folks, for those of you that are friends with me on Facebook, remember when I posted, damn, I can't slam engineers anymore because I actually have an engineer who is someone that I respect. And he's a good guy, man. He really is. I've said it before. And I'm the one privileged in knowing him. And it's a lot of fun that he's taken his Saturday to be on with us. And yes, it looks like the Saturday games are in the books. Speedy, what's it going to be?
I'm going to go Chargers.
You
Chargers.
are. Wow. Almighty, what's it going to be?
I am going to go with the Chargers.
All right, folks. And there it is. Wow. We did it in an hour because we started at 7:11. We were a little late. I do apologize, but I thank you. Folks, it's done. I'm going to copy and paste this stuff, and I'm going to put it in, and it's going to be on Facebook right away. So thank you. We ask you to make sure that we get it right, review the picks, and we thank you for that. A lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and post that on the Facebook page right now. It doesn't hurt if you would review it. But doing the review, I think I did the review. No, I did not. For the last game, everyone went for the Chargers. Let me repeat your name. Gridiron Girl, Scorekeeper, Engineer, Tony 2619, Aisha, Speedy, and Almighty. If you didn't hear your name, let us know. But we got all the picks. This was fun. It's fun because of everyone in the comments. It's like absolutely awesome. So, all right, folks. Almighty, do you have a story you want to get to real quick? Because I'm going to post this stuff on Facebook, and then I'm going to ask everyone to go on over and just like it, review the picks and stuff like that.
I do have something. I want to know what Speedy has to say about wrestling. What's the wrestling news going on there, Speedy? We haven't seen you in a while. So I want to make sure everybody's up to date on any kind of news that you have to share. I don't know how much time you have anyway, so I want to make sure you get your spiel in.
All right. Okay, Almighty. You can let it go, pal. You can let it go. Oh, my God.
I lost my
arm.
arm.
Well done. Well done. It's just, I guess I will keep missing the Thursday game. Work and other things mean I just don't get to post during the week. I apologize, Aisha. I'm going to try to remember, and I'm going to send you a link when it goes up. Folks, I try to pin it at the top of the Sports Talk with the Guys page, but I'm going to see about working that one. Aisha, it's still cool, though, that you make every other game, so it means a great deal to us. Speedy, why don't you get to some of the – let me post this. Why don't you get to some of the wrestling news, and I'm going to get a refill. I need to get it going. So I'll be right back, folks.
Okay, well, thank you, Almighty, for that introduction on that, because I have been gone, but like I always say, well, I've been saying this whole time that, every time if I'm gone just even one Saturday, things blow up crazier than when I'm on the show. So, well, now what the heck's going on? Because Tony Khan has said that he has plans for Samaya, even though he's not sure what those plans are, even though we all know she had a neck injury, which is why her in-ring career ended the way it did. And then she confirms, well, the new regime of Triple H and Stephanie and Tony Khan in WWE did contact her about returning with them. And I'm sure we all saw Extreme Rules, the pay-per-view. It was good, but not great. It was good. I'll give it 8. It was an 8. Brock Lesnar coming out. Things that just, and then of course, Raw Monday night. DX reunion when, well, it was a DX reunion. What can I say? Then of course, this week on Dynamite, things going down with Daniel Bryan, Luchasaurus, Christian Cage, of course, Jungle Boy, that whole thing. The way Jungle Boy won the match on Wednesday, that was crazy. Well, he almost won. Almost. But getting dropped on his head. Luchasaurus went through the table. That was amazing, too. But, we have things going on. Last night on both SmackDown and on AEW Rampage, Bray Wyatt made a compelling promo about why he's back. And then on the AEW side, Shawn Spears made a similar thing, which, in retrospect, made fans cry and then made fans happy. Shawn Spears said, even though his mother passed, he's glad he got to share the moment with her, especially going back over the summer. the same week, actually, that I went to LA to be with these guys. And that's when he told his mother that he's going to be a father very soon. So, you know, an emotional night of promos last night for both companies. And we'll see where this is all going as we now head into other things. But the main issue at hand is bringing real life into reality. Scorekeeper mentioned it earlier, that life definitely imitates art. Why does that happen? Because we want it to happen, and then, of course, things get hold of people like Triple H and go, you know, we could use your real life problems into a storyline. But then that makes things worse, which is why you haven't seen CM Punk anywhere, because, you know, he went again and up here with AEW, I'm out of here. And now everybody hates him. Well, the boys do, at least. Some fans are like, I might turn my back on him too. I don't know. I've met him a few times, but I don't know about him now anymore. So there's a lot going on. They did their Clash at the Castle pay-per-view, which that was horrendous. It was really bad. Just, you know, too much of this and too much of that. It's enjoyable, but it's not watchable, if that makes any sense. And thank you, Aisha, for the England report, 26-6. So, yeah, that's good. And then, of course, you know, here on the indie circuit, you have more and more guys getting called up, either by AEW or Triple H from WWE, going, hey, you know, why don't you come over here and we'll make sure you're family. Which is why, going back to Samaya, she said, well, they do make you feel like family until they do crap and just talk to you out like garbage, which is what they did to Mickie James. And everybody went, okay, we weren't expecting that. So there's a lot of things still going on. I mean, and like I said over the summer, that Claudio Castagnoli, people are not keen to taking his swinging swift move. They said it gives him a nauseating stomach afterward. I mean, I can't blame them. I mean, I've been on roller coasters in my younger days, and we all do get that uneasy feeling in our stomach where some of us will throw up and some of us don't. So, Marty, have you ever thrown up on a roller coaster?
So, how does that compare to Ronda Rousey's arm lock? I mean, that causes some great deal of pain too. I mean, what are they complaining about? That they don't like roller coasters? Or I'm trying to get the gist of this. What's the? Are they complaining about it, or they just don't? I mean, what's going on there?
Watch it.
Sleepy.
My name is not than ours, so
I'm sleepy. You're Speedy. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just, you know, that's why you don't really see him giving people the swing, you know, swanton anymore, to swing them around the ring, you know, 5 or 6 times. Because they say it's too much. They're comparing it to other wrestling moves. I mean, if you saw SmackDown in the last few weeks, Sheamus, with his, he comes up behind people, puts them in the ropes, and then he's doing a body chop across their chest. He was doing it again, but over the summer, they were like, why don't you go to 20? And that's what he's been doing all summer long. He did it again last night, and the crowd followed it because they know it by now, since it's been going on all summer virtually. As I said, over the summer too, where one of my friends, he was like, I've asked APW to help me celebrate my birthday, and I want to get a chop from one of the boys. And we went, you want what? So before the show, he gets in the ring and he comes out and he's like, oh. And we just see his chest is red. I think he asked them for like 3 or 4 chops.
Okay.
So he's like,
I guess it's his birthday, right?
Yeah, that's what we said too.
If you want to get into that, yeah, okay. There you go. Happy birthday. Well, I'll take you to the hospital afterwards. And wow.
Nah, he didn't need hospitalization. He just had to.
I was just kidding there, Speedy. But I mean, if that made him happy, I'm glad that he was able to celebrate his birthday in that way. Usually when you celebrate your birthday, there's like strippers involved in booze, but now it's just getting smacked. Going to a wrestling ring, get smacked around, and whatever makes you happy. That's cool. I like it. I mean, would you want to get smacked around on your birthday, there, Speedy?
If it's for a good reason, then I can just because we've talked about this where.
Oh, please see it through, please.
I will. And it's funny, between you and Jay this morning, you haven't noticed it. I'm pretty sure Jay hasn't noticed it, but you both have been making wrestling references throughout this whole show.
Who is Jay and I? Who's that? Who are you talking about?
Your engineer.
Yeah. Okay, smartass. Yes, I know Jay's one of them, but who's the other one? Are you talking about me or Almighty?
You.
Who I've been making? Okay, see it through.
Yeah.
Go on.
You've been mentioning a whole bunch of stuff about it without even realizing it. Yes, Jay, you too. Double titles. I mean, no. Scorekeeper referenced it earlier. What? Going through the Steve Austin phase, huh, Jay?
Oh, I get it. So me being a dumbass, I was referencing wrestling. Oh, okay.
No, it was funny. It was cool.
Oh, okay. So he does that? What? Dude, I was coffee deprived. I was.
Yeah, you weren't awake yet, like you are now. So
I don't know if I'm awake. That's okay. All right, fair enough.
But yeah,
because Speedy, he has the card. He keeps track. He keeps score, and somebody needs to.
I am the score. Oh, hey, Almighty! Stop it! The people up in the alley are like, "What the fuck is going on?"
No, but going back to the point of seeing it through. I've told multiple promotions that if something happens for the right reasons, a heel, which is the bad guy in wrestling, can just come out and attack me for all intents and purposes, and then out of the blue, you never know, somebody else might come out there and duck his ass, which will give me time to be like, oh, you were talking crap about me? And I'll do this. Rip off my shirt, only to reveal that I'm now a referee. And I can get in the ring, I can go, that's it. He's the winner. You suck.
Okay.
And that would be an ultimate birthday gift if they would let me referee, even for just 3 minutes. And it's funny, too, because last week, when I went to the BTW show last Friday, one of the guys, he had went to a fan, and he took something that I forgot what it was. I think it was a hot dog. And then he gave it back to them, and nobody said anything. We usually all comment on stuff like this at live events, but nobody said anything. And so I stood up and I said, "Hey, you took his food and your hands are all dirty, and now you give it back to him? What the hell was that about?" And everyone's like, "Oh!" He's like, "Shut up, Matt. Shut up. Pretend you didn't see that." I'm like, we all saw it, didn't we? Everybody saw it. This is, a BTW show." He's like, "Ah, don't make me slap you." I'm like, Go ahead. Because he saw that I had a double shirt, and I'm like, "Remember?" He's like, "I'm out of here." It was all in good fun, though. We were just messing around.
I bet you were. And I have to say, folks, and I want to ask the audience, and I want you to be truthful. Since Speedy was talking about his dreams on a birthday, when he said that Speedy wished that he could do this, how many of you actually envisioned Speedy when he says ripped off his shirt? I have to admit, I was filled with an image that did frighten me. I was like, oops. How many of you actually envisioned that of Speedy when he said rip off his shirt? So we'll see how many people did that. I'm going to segue for a moment because I actually lost the individual on Facebook because I'm an idiot and I actually found them back. We're going to take a moment before I forget. Ladies and gentlemen, this individual, when I X out the location up on top, it takes the individual out. Here's the person that's been recommended to me for today. Her name is Lou. She is 40. And in her comments, she say, "No one reads these." Okay. She says, "No one reads these. What's the point?" I read it. You did forget an apostrophe or a sky comma in between the T and the S, but that's all right. It says, "However, if you are an ignorant macho or jerk," exclamation mark, keep scrolling. Ugh. So, okay. But we have 8 things in common. Baseball, Major League Baseball, restaurants, travel destinations, and vacations. We have the same hometown of Los Angeles, California. Lifestyle, have kids. Religious beliefs, we are the same belief. And lifestyle, doesn't smoke. So we have 8 things in common. Unfortunately, she is located in Spring Valley, Nevada. Says looking for friendship. She's 5 feet tall.
So what does that mean to you?
I'm asking. And for interest, she's a Dodger fan, cafes and tea shops, beaches. She likes paddleboarding. Ugh. She's into workaholics. Ooh, that means I'm overqualified on that one. Oceanian travel and tourism. I think she just clicked on that one. Food and drink festivals. And here's another picture of her. I think it's air warning red. Wow, perfect for the picture. Look, that's a picture for another picture. And here's another one of her. So I guess the oceanic travels is real. And wow, don't know where that is. And there's another picture. So she's gone to like Southeast Asia. So based on that, based on everything you said, based on everything you just heard, should I click like or should I click dislike on this one? What should I do? Almighty. Oh, you went mute again, Almighty.
Almighty, you muted yourself again.
Because the siren came on. I take the guesswork out and just.
And you went right to California Escorts.
Yep. Yeah. I thought, well, that way. I mean, you still have, but anyway. So, I figure the chances of this person being fake are probably 99%. So you might as well click and see how it plays out. Play it through. Play it through. And
Speedy, do I click like or not?
Yeah.
We actually, this is one of the higher ones, but she's in Spring Valley, Nevada. Damn it, that's like 200 miles away.
But see,
Yeah.
you worry about that when the time comes, because right now you're
I
just
won't worry about that when the time comes if they say yes.
and
All
you
right.
know,
I'm
right
gonna
now
click
you're in the
like.
feel out stage. Right now, I mean, she probably has
Shit, I
lots of
wish I
sugar
were.
daddies on the line.
Okay, stop it. I'm gonna hit like. Thank you, folks. I like it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think I'm gonna do one every week until I make a match, and that means I'm gonna be doing this for the rest of my life.
Well, the thing is, once a week. I mean, it's a numbers game. You don't do once a week. You do once a minute. It's a numbers game. And you keep clicking that button until someone says yes, and then you play it through. You may not like them all, Roger, but right now it's a numbers game. You just go
okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
I guess I asked for that. Thank you. So anyway, thank
But
you.
that's
I
with
did
anything, though, right? I'm not poking fun at you. I'm just saying once a week, like you say, it will take forever. But if you're gonna be doing this, you just can't be. I mean, I'm just saying. Never mind. You know what I mean. I mean, you just have to keep going.
Yes. And I'm going to do it, but I think that was the one that showed up, and I really did like the prospect of that one. We actually have 8 things in common, so that one was cool. I actually do have a match, and I'm not going to show it. There is a match, but I've reached out to the individual, and there's no answer. So I reached out on Monday. I got the match complete on Monday, and I've already sent 2 messages. We're still matched, but there's been no response.
Well, how much do you trust this site?
It's on Facebook, dude.
Like I said, how much do you trust this site?
I don't know. I'm gonna see. But it's cool. I thank you for helping me out, folks. Oh, it's turning into a blowout, folks. First, England just made a break from midfield. England 44-6. Samoa's doing very good impression of not playing rugby. And now England is 50-6 over Samoa. And they've nailed Samoa to the floor. Yeah, that's a big deal. Folks, thank you for playing along with me. I think we may have a new thing that I may be doing every week. The one that shows up first, I'm going to ask for your opinion.
Are you going to do that here?
Sure, why not? Why?
I guess that gives me time to get the popcorn ready, and
it's just a pick. It's just a pick.
I know.
But all right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Almighty.
I was going to ask Speedy, when is the next pay-per-view for WWE?
More than likely. Well, they have, a little Halloween Havoc tournament on NXT on Tuesday night on USA Network. But that's not really a pay-per-view. And then, of course, they have Survivor Series coming up pretty soon. But, now with all 3 brands splitting off and doing different things together now, because they're not actually separate, according to Triple H. So, yeah, we'll see where we're going from here and start watching everything going on. And because of that, starting next week too, I'm going to only be able to watch Raw via YouTube. So, because I'll be busy. Okay. I'll just have to catch up that way. Same with the AEW probably. But yeah, we'll see what else goes on. And AEW has a pay-per-view coming up too. I believe that in 3 weeks or 3.5 weeks. I'm not sure. But I'll look into that later and let you guys know next week.
We look forward.
Scorekeeper, what is going on with the whole situation of the Angels director getting sent to prison for 20 years because they found out he was the one that, tricked Tyler Staggs into taking drugs that actually had fentanyl in it.
Okay, well, that's interesting you would say tricked. I don't know if he was tricked. He overdosed. But that's the only thing I want to be argumentative about. And thank you for that, Jay. That was funny. I'm going to stick with it. Look, we know what happened. It's been pretty much proven. The jury found him guilty. 22 years, dude. And he was selling them drugs. We don't know if it was the only one, but it's pretty bad. And I was stunned when he got 22 years. But it is what it is. I don't know if that answers your question, sir, but look, I can say this because I've never taken anything. I've never taken an illicit substance. You know, I've joked with you that there were times in the last few years when I had to take a steroid, and it was a joke since I was on steroids. All of a sudden, I was like, "Yay, A-roid!" I was like, "Hey, if I'm taking a steroid, I'll be friends with that guy." But I don't take substances, so I do take a dim view on drug use. I can be holier than thou because when it comes to drugs, I am holier than thou. I don't take them. I've never have, and the reason, folks, the only reason why I'm holier than thou is because I've seen people in my life who I thought were very strong mentally and physically, and I saw what drugs did to them. And they were very strong in my eyes, and drugs destroyed them. And being in the tax field as 18, 19, 20, I did a lot of reading, and I've learned how many taxpayers lost everything to drugs. So I automatically had an aversion. I've never taken it. So be that as it may, I'm taking the holier than thou. The guy that gave Tyler Skaggs the drugs, 22 years, he took a life. Whether Tyler Skaggs overdosed, whatever, he was still, the drugs were acquired by the PR guy from the Angels. It's done. He got the time. It's done. Tyler Skaggs will never return. He gets 22 years. He'll exit. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, Almighty.
I don't have any since this is the first I'm hearing of it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't follow the story, so but I guess if he's guilty, he has to do the time. I mean, what was he taking fentanyl?
Well, I'll go to the article right now that's at Forbes.
Okay.
And I'm going to place it in the chat room. I'm going to share it now. Speedy has it.
Oh, okay.
Speedy can share his article. I'm going to share it in the chat room for the hosts and for everyone in the chat room. Former baseball executive Eric Kay gets 22-year prison sentence in connection with Tyler Skaggs' death. This is 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that comes. I remember that kind of, but yeah.
Yeah.
So,
well, it happened, I think, on Tuesday or Wednesday when this came down.
So, okay, continue, Roger.
Former Los Angeles Communications Director Eric Kay was incarcerated these past 7+ months following his February conviction on drug charges in connection with former Angels pitcher Tyler Skaggs' overdose death. So he's already been in prison for 7.5 months. Or no, he's been in jail. Okay. Now he's probably going to go to prison. It unleashed a torrent of vitriol in phone calls and email messages. According to federal prosecutors, Kay, who's 48, made disparaging remarks about the jurors who decided his fate, belittled Skaggs' family, and insulted the late pitcher Skaggs using profanity. I hope people realize what a piece of shite Skaggs is, Kay told his mother in a recorded jailhouse call, according to the Department of Justice press release. Well, he's dead, so F him. Kay was sentenced to 22 years in federal prison Tuesday, months after Kay was convicted for distributing the lethal drugs that killed Skaggs. The left-handed pitcher was found dead in a Texas hotel room on July 1st, 2019, which we covered here on Sports Talk with the Guys. A medical examiner determined that Skaggs had powerful opiates, fentanyl, which is synthetic, and oxycodone, as well as ethanol. Ethanol! Isn't that corn byproduct that they put in cars? In his system at the time of his death. During Kay's trial, former Angels players, including pitchers Matt Harvey and Cam Bedrosian, testified that Kay provided them with oxycodone pills. Oh, that I did not know. When Kay was first charged in federal complaint in 2020, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Texas said if convicted, Kay faced up to 20 years in prison. But the federal judge who sentenced Kay, Senior U.S. District Judge Terry R. Means, added 2 years because of the phone call and email evidence introduced in court. Ugh. All right. Wow. At Tuesday's sentencing hearing, prosecutors introduced into evidence jailhouse calls and emails demonstrating the nature of Mr. K's crime and his lack of remorse. Now, I don't think that those should have been used, but it's me. And I'm sorry to the Skaggs family. I am. Losing your beloved son, brother, uncle, niece. Look, I'll never know what you're going through, and I'm sorry. But looking at it in a inhuman, the way things are done, I don't believe they should have used those. But they can legally. Federal phone calls, emails, everything is monitored. They know they're monitored. They're warned that they're monitored. So this person didn't care. So under the rules, they can show them, and they did, and they did 2 years. I'm not going to say he deserves what he got, but he got 22 years. And with his attitude, he's got to go. So, no remorse. Look, it says further that they introduced evidence of the jailhouse calls and emails demonstrating the nature of Mr. K's crime and his lack of remorse. He also mocked the Skaggs family, calling them dumb and white trash, and suggesting his mother planted negative stories about them in the media. He even demeaned the jurors that convicted him, calling them fat, sloppy, toothless, and unemployed. All they see are dollar signs, Case said of the Skaggs family, according to the GOJ release. Isn't that funny? You were convicted of selling drugs. You didn't see dollar signs? They may get more money with Tyler Skaggs dead than he was playing because he sucked. Okay. He was a Major League Baseball player. Okay. And yet, yeah. So, Kay's attorney, Cody Cofer, did not return a message for comment. What can you say? But according to the Washington Post, Cofer said in court, the notion that Kay is likely to reoffend is just not supported. One of Kay's previous attorneys, Regan Wynn, was suspended after practicing law earlier this year after he failed to explain the criminal matter to his client in a separate case, according to a court filing. So then another attorney, Michael Molfetta, withdrew from the case. Former federal prosecutor Nima Raimani said he was not surprised that Judge Means tacked 2 years under the mandatory minimum. Look, people want to hear remorse. They want to hear you're sorry. And he wasn't. So I'm not going to say he gets what he deserves, but it's done. And he's out. Aisha, take care of your mom. Thank you. Stay safe. We will do our best. And thank you. Thanks, Aisha.
Thank you, Aisha. Take care.
Thank you.
I'm not going to say that there's anything to this guy. He's convicted felon of dealing drugs, which led to the death of another individual. Tyler Skaggs gave, as per the witness testimony, drugs to 2 other players. Okay. No one is going after Skaggs. He's dead. And the other players aren't being charged either. So take it for what it is. But it was under testimony, sworn testimony.
So do you think the Angels will be looking for a new director?
Oh, they already have. He's been replaced a long time ago. This happened in 2020. Yeah, they've already replaced the individual. Oh, and I'm sorry, folks. I said he was 25. He was actually 27. Look, Kay, he was found guilty 7 months ago. The judge sentenced him. It's done. We're through with this guy. And folks, in federal prison, you do your years. And due to prison overcrowding in other locales, there's a good chance in county, not my county, I'm saying that in certain county and cities, it's catch and release. It's not a political commentary. It just is what it is. But in federal jail, you spend the full time in there. That guy's gone for a long time. Your thoughts, Speedy?
Well, you are, unless you're one of the many people in history who have, gotten somehow magically gotten out of prison. I escaped, and they never found me. So that could happen. They've made movies about that. We know about the Shawshank Redemption movie.
Yeah. This guy's not going to get out. He doesn't fit through the prison bars. I'm sorry. It's no point for me to pile it on. So, you know what? It's done. He's not getting out, and he's a convicted drug dealer. It's done. 22 years. It's over. All right. If you guys don't have any additional comments on that, I'm going to go straight to Major League Baseball. Thank you, Speedy, on this, and we're going to cover the playoffs. There were 3 games yesterday in Major League Baseball, folks, and what a playoff series it is. Right now, in a makeup game, game number 2, which had been rained out before, the Cleveland Indians took it to the New York Yankees, tying up the series 4-2. What a perfect segue. Look at that. 2 blue hits give the Cardinals the lead in the 10th. It did go extra innings. Yes, 10 innings. And there's the video. They got him, and that is the Padre-Dodger game. But the Guardians or the Indians took it 4-2 in extra innings. Clace was the winner over Tyone. And in game 3, Tony's going to love this one. The Phillies bushwhacked the Braves 9-1, scored 6 runs in 1 inning, and went on to win going away 9-1. Nola over Strider. Nola's now 2-0 in the playoffs, and Strider's 0-1. Clace for the Indians 1-0, and Tyone is 0-1. And in the local game, in game 3, Philadelphia now leads the series 2-1. And I think the Phillies, who won the division? Was it the Phillies? Oh, the Braves did. I think the Mets did. But the Braves finished higher than the Phillies, I believe. I'm not 100% certain. That's why the Braves are visiting the Phillies for game 3. Yeah, the Braves were at home game 1 and 2, and they're going to be home game 5 if it goes that far. Yankees, Indians, 1-1. Braves, Phillies. Phillies are now up 2-1. And in game 3, the San Diego Padres beat, in a shocker, the Dodgers 2-1. Folks, look, I'm a Dodger fan, but I am not a fan of their manager. They're just, no. It's just, no. Look, everyone likes him, but in my mind, he's always made questionable pitching calls. And sometimes, look, Joe Torre infuriated the crap out of me as a Yankee, but yet sometimes those moves work. And with this Dodger manager, which I'm not going to name at this moment because I've never been impressed by him. Look, this Dodger team, as powerful as it is, and the amount of money that they've had, they've only won World Championship. I know they're down 2-1, but I told you last year, I told you this year, the only team that can play with the Dodgers is the Padres. And everyone laughed when I said that. And then when the Dodgers whooped them in the season 4-4, I believe, I said, okay, playoffs wipes that all away. Speedy, I don't know how much you paid attention to playoff versus season, but I know Almighty has, and we may have even talked about this, that when one team whoops them in the regular season, all bets are off in the playoffs, right, Almighty? It turns around. How many times have we seen that? Speedy, I don't know if you have, but I've seen the team that kills them in the regular season lose in the playoffs to that very same team. You guys have seen it, and it may be that situation again. I don't know. What are you thinking? Do you think the guys the Padres have enough to take it? They're up 2-1, and today they're playing in San Diego.
They might. With the way they've been playing, they might be able to win tonight.
Game 1 was taken by the Dodgers 5-3. Game 2 was taken by the Padres 5-3. And then yesterday was 2-1 by the Padres. So, Oh, and people were talking about Kershaw pitching 5 innings and giving up 3 runs. When is that a good pitching line? Never. It is never a good pitching line. Thank you. Folks, 5 divided by 9 is 0.55. So 3 runs divided by 0.55 gives you a 5.45 ERA. That's a good pitching line? Toma, cabrones, no saben nada. Hijos de su mendiga.
That is, well, yeah, it used to be horrible. It used to be enough to send you down back to the minors.
Well, okay. Yeah, you know what? I appreciate that, Almighty. You're right. Used to be. This is par for the course now in Major League Baseball. Folks, that is a lousy pitching line.
Has he always has issues with injuries and he struggles, but sometimes. But this is not the time. This is time for him to step up. I mean, this is the playoffs, man. And and what you said, he's given. I mean, not he's given, but the Dodgers have given the Padres a chance to steal one. They may not make it past the next round, but to have the Dodgers eliminated so early in the playoffs is a shocker. I mean, we expect them to go a little bit further than this.
Oh my God, yes.
I mean, we were expect. I mean, they're that. I mean, Yankees, Dodgers, World Series again, or whoever, or whatever. But this stuff happens, and if you catch a team that's on the way up and on the way down this time of year, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I mean, we've seen teams come back being down 2-1, but I guess, but still, this is the Dodgers, and they're really up against it today or tonight, whenever they play. So we'll see if they can rise to the occasion. They might have to go and get Kurt Gibson. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I like that one. Folks, look, I always said that Kershaw never had it. He's now a world champion. No one can take that away from anyone. He is a world champion because the year the Dodgers went, this is the difference. Kershaw pitched 3 postseason games that year. In all 3 games, he went at least 7 innings and gave up 1 run. Speedy, Almighty, you guys know that's an ace, right? Your main guy's going to give you 7 innings, give up a run. Get out of here. And look, that's the kind of pitching they got from him when they won. And now you have 5 innings, 3 runs. I could not believe the Dodger apologists. Oh, well, it was still a good pitching line.
No.
When? And then Jay has a comment. Why do fans have to fight after a game? Oh, what? We can tell you stories. Fans are stupid. And Senator Shapiro was talking about that, remember, Almighty, on one of the episodes?
Right.
As to what they do. I was making fun of it, saying it's the wee complex. They go to games because they ain't getting any. They're unsatisfied, and they drink to take it out on everyone else. And Senator Shapiro gave us the psych profile. And she says, Scorekeeper, you're not too far off. She was very enlightening on it. And it was absolutely crazy that these people are basically unsatisfied and they have to show off in front of others that they're still alpha dogs. And that's all they can do is fight with people. They drink to excess and they fight. I've been to so many games that it's I don't like going to the bleachers in Dodger Stadium because that's all they do. Well, that's what they used to do. They stopped selling liquor. But look, Kershaw, now for his career in the playoffs, folks, he has a 4.45 ERA. He is 13 and okay, I'm sorry, I take it back. He is 13 and 12 with a 4.22 ERA. Folks, that doesn't cut it. That is not a regular guy. But again, when the Dodgers took it all in 2020, Kershaw was 4-1 with a 2.93 ERA. That's a winning pitcher. That's an ace. And when you look at his ERAs in 2019, it was 7.11. In 2018, it was 4.2. In 2017, it was 382. In 2016, it was 4.44. In 2015, it was 2.63. 2014, that's 2015. 2014, 7.82. Folks, he is not a big game pitcher. The numbers speak for themselves. Dodger apologists are saying, oh, it was a good game. Lie to yourselves. So
Not with that ERA.
Yeah, look.
And only, I mean, I know that going 5 innings is a thing these days. I mean, having anybody go past 5 is almost a miracle. But this, anyway, it's just you have to show up in the playoffs, Roger. I mean, yeah, he has a good regular season, but he has a championship, like you said. But give him, say he has a good line. It's like, really? I mean, it'd be a good line if the Dodgers scored 5 runs. Maybe you could argue the point because they won, but they lost. And, anyway, go ahead, Roger.
Folks, the only thing he has is a good whip, a 1.08. For a starter in the playoffs, that's impressive. But the problem is he comes in, strikes out the side, and then probably does the same thing. And then he walks a guy, maybe an error, blue pit, and then a 3-run blast. He only gave up 1 hit, but it was a crushing hit. Look, hey, it's not there, folks. And when you look at him, it never was. Yes, he won 1 year, and he is a World Series champion. He is a World Series champion. Stop lying to yourselves. So, I am disappointed the Dodgers are down 2-1. I expected the Dodgers to do much better. I mean, folks, I'm angry about this. But a lot of it is their manager. The questionable moves. Folks, when you have a superior team as the Dodgers, because let's be real, they kicked the crap out of baseball. They didn't kick the crap out of 1, 2, 3 teams. They kicked the crap out of baseball. They won, 111 games? That's crazy. That doesn't happen all that often. And now they're down 2 games to 1. This team is a resilient team. I think everyone's going to ignore, and they're going to pile it on when the Dodgers probably take the series. But secretly, deep down, I am laughing at Dodger fan that is being an apologist, and they're looking for excuses right now. I don't want to see the Dodgers lose. But if the Dodgers lose and Kershaw again has a bad playoff, what are they going to say? Oh, well, if he would have had a little bit of help from his friends. Folks, Kershaw never was. He has a ring. Merry Christmas. You guys don't have to answer. If you guys want to answer it, go ahead. That was a particular rant by a casual Dodger fan, but it is what it is, folks. So, all right. I think we went over the playoffs. It was good. The NBA opens this week. The NHL has already started playing, folks. Let's take a quick look at the NHL, what we're doing right now. And early in the season, I should say on October 14th, yesterday, the Lightning 5-2 over the Columbus Blue Jackets. Montreal lost to Detroit at Detroit 3-0. Winnipeg 4-1 over the Rangers. And Carolina, sorry, Speedy, they beat the Sharks 2-1. So we're early in the season, folks. I did call one of my buddies. I already told him, dude, let's go to a Kings game. We already went to one last year, and we're going to go to another one. So in the Metropolitan, in the Eastern, right now, Carolina is on top, 2-0. Rangers 2-1. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia are 1-0. The Islanders in New Jersey are 0-1. Washington's 0-2, as is Columbus. In the Atlantic, in the Eastern Conference, Boston is 1-0. And actually, everyone in the Atlantic has 2 points. Boston, Buffalo, Detroit, Florida, Tampa Bay, Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa. Wow, that's crazy. In the Western Conference, in the Central, Nashville has 4 points. Dallas, Winnipeg, and Colorado have 2 points. St. Louis, Minnesota, Arizona, and Chicago have 0 points. In the Pacific, wow, Las Vegas. They are 2-0 with 4 points. Seattle has 3 points. Calgary, Edmonton, Anaheim have 2 points. And Vancouver, Los Angeles, and San Jose have 0 points. So that's a quick view at the NHL. Congratulations. The NBA opens up, I believe, on Tuesday, opening day. So we're looking forward to that. NASCAR is in Las Vegas. The round of 8 commences this week, and we're good. So, no, Jay, did you see Russell Westbrook? Well, not personally, but what's the deal with Russell Westbrook, boys? Did you guys hear about that one? I've dodged it. I'm not sure what happened with Westbrook. You guys hear anything about it? Are you talking about the trade rumors, Jay? Let me see. Quick news for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, we can go back to that for a little bit. The reason why I picked all the teams that suck is because, I mean, the last few weeks, you've seen Russell Wilson, you've seen all these other quarterbacks that normally don't get it out of the pocket. They just take off, and then next thing you know, they turn into a linebacker. Like, oh my God, look at them. He ran for 60 yards, almost made it to the touchdown marker, but, got tackled or something. But some of these new quarterbacks are just, they're taking off. I'm like, there we go.
Okay.
Oh.
So, yeah, that sounds good. I understand what you're saying. But right now, what we're having a problem with is refs throwing flags when there's actually no roughing the passer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's one of the problems we're having now. And there, even though this sexist and Aikman said, take the dresses off, and then he apologized. Like, well, it's true. I mean, if you breathe on a quarterback, you're going to get a flag now. And I can't remember the game, but they threw a flag, and the linebacker didn't put his full weight on the quarterback or anything, and it took him like 5 minutes to throw the flag and say roughing the passer. And it changed the outcome of the game. And I can't remember what game that was, and I'm sorry about that. But since you brought up quarterbacks and them running everywhere, but not all of them can run. But, like Josh Allen but then again, right now, if you hit a quarterback wrong, you're going to get flagged.
Exactly. And they said,
I think what's going on is that they're in overprotection mode ever since the Tua situation. They're just, wait a minute, we don't want to, we've got to do something here. So they're standing back there. And anyway, I see what you're saying.
Well, now they said that, I personally didn't see it because they didn't air it. And I guess nobody had their phones out to record the whole thing when it happened. But I guess at the Raider game, I guess the referee got taken out. Or was that another game?
What do you mean got taken out?
He got injured, and there was only
Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you meant he got taken out as in someone just they told him because of a bad call, because that doesn't happen. I mean, I don't know what you were. So what was that? Was that last week then, Speedy? That he got injured.
He got injured by a player, and
okay, all right. I mean, that's all right. Is he okay then?
I think so. They kept saying they were going to comment on it, but they never went back to it the rest of the game. So
was it the Raiders game?
I believe it was the Raiders game.
He was carted off?
Yeah. They said he had to be taken out to a medical facility nearby. And
okay, yeah. NFL referee Tom Steffen carted off with injury. So
Well.
And let's see here.
And Jay, I'm going to get to your comment in a moment. So go ahead.
So I guess that's all I've got to say. I mean, I do have a clip of the hit, I guess, that I could show real quick. I don't know.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, go ahead, Almighty.
If anybody wants to see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's see.
want to see it.
And boom.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Moments ago, they took the injured down judge off the field on the cart. His name's Tom Stepp, and I just spoke with him. He told me he injured his left hamstring. And guys, we'll call his return questionable for now.
Well, they will adjust. We're going to get Gene's territory in here in just.
I guess that's all that clip shows.
Welcome back, everybody.
Stop that.
Yeah.
But
they didn't show the hit, I guess.
No, I don't. They didn't. I thought I just found it real quick. I mean, I probably if I kept looking, I would find it. But he's carted off, and so anyway, that's probably what you were talking about, Speedy.
Yeah,
and that's one. And go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then it made the game more complicated because now you only had, one less referee, and you've only got, 3 of them instead of the usual referees that we normally have. And
I thought they carried a backup.
That's what I thought too. I thought, well, we're gonna,
I guess that would make too much sense, Speedy, right? I mean, to have an extra running back. I mean, an extra ref. I mean, that would cost the NFL an extra.
Yeah, they don't have that.
Some change in their pocket. I mean, that extra nickel would probably make them go bankrupt.
Okay, there's 1 referee and 6 others.
Yeah.
And folks, that means there's 7, and they were down to 6. That's a lot to cover in an NFL game for 6.
I mean, yeah, they have a procedure, but that makes the other refs have to watch more, and more plays can get through. And I think what Speedy's trying to say that also enhances the chances of a player getting hurt because a ref misses a call and the player keeps doing whatever he can get away with. It makes players more brave to commit penalties and stuff like that on the line, right, Speedy? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that
right?
Plus, you're also saying they should have a backup ref, right?
Well, we know that baseball does, hockey does. They're like, we need you out here. Put your shirt clothes on and let's get the show on the road. Well, on Sunday for this game, they didn't do that. They were like, well, our prayers are with this referee and his family. I'm sure they're watching him being carted off, and we'll give you medical updates as the game progresses. But they never went back to it, even after the game, and so they had other calls that they were like, well, we have to go to the booth for this because we don't have the other referee there to do his job because he's not here.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Holy crap, Batman.
Yeah, folks, we've always talked about that. Refs, and I mean this in every sport. Yeah, refs, and I say this with respect, sometimes they're stupid, man, because they're going to try to stop the refs are trying to save the players from hurting themselves, number one. And it's going to be bad what I'm going to say, but I say this with admiration. Some of these refs are stupid because they're trying to go in there and protect players, and they get trampled, they get nailed, things happen to them, and it really sucks. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, geez, look at that.
Look at that. And look, the ref got caught right in the middle. Oh, yeah. 3 refs are there, and they're doing their best to break it up. Okay, but someone got hurt big time, and it sucks.
Yeah.
And
okay. I didn't see the game, so I missed it. But I didn't even hear any. I didn't even see the headline. That was a good catch for you, Speedy. For anybody, because I missed it. Not just okay. But there's a flag. I wonder what that's for. But yeah, wow! I did not know that happened. That at least in hockey, they know to back off for a while.
Yeah.
Jay,
I apologize that you have to go. I want to thank you, Jay, for joining us. I'll actually talk to you about that later or even next week. But folks, Russell Westbrook, they're covering for him, that it's early season mode. Dude, your teammate calls for a huddle. Get in there. But we're talking about Russell Westbrook. All right, let it blow up as much as you want. Dude, it's preseason practice. I'm going to give him a tiny little buy on it, but this is Russell Westbrook. Come on. You know? But for people to blow it out of proportion, it is preseason. He's going to say he didn't hear, whatever. This is Russell Westbrook. Okay? If he continues to do this during the season, it just justifies what he is, and we know that. So, thank you for joining us. Lethal Migraine Coffee, thank you.
Go on, Coffee.
I was thinking about you, buddy.
He's like, it's only hockey season.
Oh, I think Coffee is going to be disgusted about what I just did, but that's all right. So it's all good. So anyway, folks, we might talk about this next week when Jay returns, but I apologize that we didn't have enough time to go over it. But look, it is preseason. We'll grant him that. If he continues, then we already know what he is. All right? We do. It's
well, that's to me, that's like being on the management team, and because we do this in retail. All managers to the office clean for a staff meeting. And if you're that manager that doesn't show up, where were you? We called for a meeting. Didn't you hear us over the PA? No. I didn't feel like going. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. Look, folks, you're playing a team. They're going to say, this guy, he's a scrub, whatever. It's just, no. Folks, in baseball, when I saw something and I told the team, maybe they respected me, maybe they didn't. But when I signaled to my player, my teammates that something was going on, they paid attention. And when you're on the baseball field, there's lots of ways to pay attention to get, what you're talking about. Infield, outfield, you can't see my stomach where I patted the stomach. Batter, pitcher, whatever. When you're out there and you're able to talk to them and tell them, look, pay attention to this. There are signals. Some of the lamest ones are like, he might squeeze in a bunt. Whatever, like watch out for the bunt, whatever. Beverly was doing that. Something was up, he caught it, and he asked his teammates. LeBron went right in, Davis went right in, and I forget the other player. Dude, if your teammate's calling you in, there's a reason for it. And Westbrook comes in close. Yeah. He is what he is, folks. We know this. So.
Yeah, when I was 9 years old,
what, 2 days ago?
My mom happened to be watching the baseball game with me, kind of, when the Giants were playing the Dodgers, in fact. And she happened to, because they showed it on camera, real close, where the catcher is doing something, hand signal between his legs, and she's like, what are they doing? You can't watch this. I'm like, no, it's a baseball game. She's like, yeah, but what's he doing with his hand? What was that? I'm like, Mom, they were doing hand signals. He's signaling to the pitcher that he wants either a fastball, a curveball, or something else. And sometimes they have a fourth one, but that's not really what they do. They don't generally go to 4. She's like, are you sure?
Throw a splitter, they might.
Yeah. And then so she goes and ends up, because of the way I am, the way I was in my younger years, she goes and asks my dad and my grandpa about that, just to make sure I'm not lying. Is that what they're doing? What are they teaching our kids? No, Matt's correct. That's what they're doing. They're signaling to their teammate, let's fake this guy out, trick him in some way. That way if he swings, he'll miss. And then my mom was okay with it. Oh, okay. I see what's going on there.
Hey, Speedy and Almighty, you're going to like this one. Talk about tricking someone out. Folks, You know I don't believe in showboating. I am against this. It is stupid. Dude, how many times have we seen a guy swing and he goes into his home run trot and the idiot doesn't even realize the ball is still in play? You're a moron. You should get the call from the umpire. This happened in game 1 of the Indians-Yankees. Folks, enjoy this shit. I love it. I love it. I think Almighty knows exactly what I'm going to. I don't care if he's on my team or not. Dude, get your head out of your ass. Folks, enjoy this great moment.
Duly noted, Ernie. Josh Donaldson hits one in the air to right. Gonzalez goes back on the track at the wall. And it's off the top of the wall, it would appear. Or let's see. Donaldson doesn't know. He started to he thought the ball left the park. So did the crowd.
I mean, it does look like it's gone, folks.
Yeah.
The fans went wild. And he's getting a high five, but there's no call by the umps yet.
Well, I didn't see any sign from any umpire.
Yeah, no sign by the umps.
First base.
Way to go for the Indians. They saw him as top of the fence. They're playing it. This guy, Donaldson, who I like as a player, look, it's an embarrassing moment. I probably would have. The reason why I'm going wild on this is because I had the privilege of being in the place of Donaldson, the same shit would have probably have happened to me. I fully admit it. I do. Dude, you're in the playoffs. You hit it out, shortest part, and it looks like it's out, and the fans go wild. Okay? You think it's a home run. But, dude, you wait for the ump. And how many times have I told you this, right? When it's ball 3, folks, and you're trying to squeeze the plate, you're trying to sell it, you wait for the ump. Speedy, I don't know if you've seen this. I know you have, Almighty, and it is so damn funny, right? Where it might be 3-0, and the pitch is coming in, and just as it crosses the plate, batter throws his bat, and he runs to first, and the umpire says, strike!
Yeah.
And the ball was questionable, but sometimes it's a strike, or it was a ball, the umpire says, strike, you little shit, because you didn't wait for me. I've seen that, so that doesn't happen anymore. But I love that, Almighty, when they would do that, and the ump saying, you wait for me to make the call, you little shit. And it would happen to the younger guys, right, Almighty? It wouldn't always happen to the veterans, huh?
No, but the young guys. But it also happens to the cocky veterans as well, because they think
they
know it. They know it. They think they know what. They get used to it. It's like, oh yeah, that's a ball, and the ump's like, sorry, come back here.
Yeah, and even I remember years ago where even the announcer was like, ha ha, they're like, you left too early, dude. Let the ump make the call. And I'm making fun of that because it's happened, because the same thing happened to Donaldson. Look, that was a blast to the short porch. It looked like it was gone, and he just got nailed for it. I think it's funny. It's the bonehead play of the week. I love it. Folks, we need your suggestions for the bonehead play of the week.
But that also happens with the pitcher and catcher. When the pitcher, they thought, oh, we have a strike, and they start running off, and the ump's like, it's a ball. Get back here. I don't know where
you're
going.
Get your ass back over here.
And sometimes the umpire does that too, because, the pitcher, they just start running off the field before he makes the call. It's like, you know what? Get your asses back here. Let's try this again.
I know I wasn't here last week for the show, but I don't know if you guys talked about it last week. No. But there was an NFL game where that happened last Sunday, because all the players went straight and were like, okay, we got it. We got them trapped. And we got the quarterback trapped too. We're going to attack him, without realizing they did a sneak grab where we handed it off to the player. By the time the team turns around, the Niners player is already halfway down the field, and I'm going, you better turn around. And they're all going, oh, let's get him. We got to go. And they had to chase him down. And that's how the Niners got their first touchdown on Sunday, because the other team wasn't paying attention, because they were in quarterback mode, and they're like, you do this, you do that, and you sack the quarterback. And we got him. Without realizing, and the announcers were like, do they not see that he doesn't actually have the ball anymore. The guy's already down the field, and then they're like, then you see the coaches on the other side going, turn around. And you see the whole team in slow motion going, ah. I mean, people don't think that stuff happens in sports, but it does.
Yes, it does. And we will call them out because we just can't let it go. Folks, I'm offering Bonehead Play of the Week, and I'm looking for suggestions. And if we have more than one, then we're going to determine based on the chat room and based on everyone here, we'll take a vote and we'll call it the Bonehead Play of the Week. So, here we go. Oh, no sound this time. Oh, yes. That was last week.
I forgot about that.
That was last week, folks.
Yeah.
Bubbling over.
There it is.
And
yeah, but then
that's not what you want to see.
Okay. That's BS in every which, and it's a Raider fan, so that's my team again. There we go. Is this it?
Loss of 7. Here's a screen, a juggle by Jacobs, and a lot of room to run. Pretty good tackle is made by Nick Bolton.
I thought that was a pass interference play, but no. Or I mean the quarterback sack.
3rd down and 13. A throw to Bolden. Long way to go. And
okay, so what are we watching? Highlights of the Raiders losing? Why you being a dick, almighty?
Yeah, these are highlights. Turn it off.
There were no highlights. They lost. Devontae
That was a good one, yeah.
They were winning, man.
They were.
By a lot.
Trying to help them get over the hump against the Chiefs. 3 and out, first time they had it. This time a completion.
Almighty, what's your point?
On him, if you haven't seen it, be sure and look it up. It is fantastic. Yeah,
you're
with all the
making us suffer. Have I been a dick to you today?
And addiction. Trying to stack good day after good day as defensive coordinator. Had been the defensive coordinator with the Giants.
Come on, Mike. What's this about? We already see.
I'm going to let it go.
Oh, I thought that was you, Roger.
No, it's you.
Well, I was trying to throw the highlight of the
Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
or he got charged with misdemeanor for that.
Yes, rightfully so, folks. Rightfully so.
So he got charged with a misdemeanor for pushing that photographer.
Yeah, and then he had the nerve to go into a press conference and say, "I didn't realize I was a photographer. I thought it was."
Sorry.
I thought it was an NFL player. How? They did the thing.
I didn't see that quote. I know he apologized.
Yeah.
But I didn't see that. I know that he made some mistakes that led to the part of the reason the Raiders lost, but I did not see him thinking, because how can you confuse a guy in a vest with an NFL player? But that's neither here nor here. I'm just saying, usually a player gets fined, not get charged with a misdemeanor.
Well, because the photographer pressed charges. Simple.
Okay. But will that go away with a? Did he really? I thought that was not.
Yeah, but he was charged. I think the dirtiness is there's a city ordinance on it, and I think he was charged by the city ordinance, which is a lot lower.
I don't think there's. I don't think the person. I don't.
It's hard to say how he got charged, but it sounds like the photographer pressed charges. But then, like Scorekeeper said, they do have city ordinances there that prohibit it.
Lower, yes,
yeah.
But it's like the lowest of misdemeanors. So it's like, yeah, come on, man. It's almost presidential. Come on, man. That's his line. Good old Uncle Joe, Come on, man.
Oh, okay. Now, okay. I didn't see this. The Cameron's,
You did not see this? Oh,
no, I didn't see this part where he said he suffered whiplash, a headache, and a possible minor concussion from the incident. I didn't hear that part. I'm reading the article, so I did not see what was involved. So, I mean, yeah, I saw it, but I didn't know that he was claiming bodily injury. That was my bad. But I just thought the prosecutor took it on themselves. Say, you know what, we're going to charge you because of this. But, okay.
Well, it's almost as stupid as what happened with the Giants game, where the fan ran onto the field with, what was that, smoke bomb or something?
Yeah, and everyone was making fun of that. It was funny.
No, he's like,
yeah.
"Oh, I'm suing." Why are you suing? You're the idiot that ran onto the field. You got taken to the ground for it too.
Yeah, folks, this is not a clear image, but just to go over it one more time, there is no sound on this one, so I apologize. But here it is. Yeah, this is from Twitter, and I believe it was also BBC, so we ask you to keep that in mind. It's not our video, it's BBC. Check it out. He's just being a little prick. It's what he is. Oh, I thought it was a football player. My ass, you're going into the tunnel. Get out of here. Whatever.
I don't think he ever said that. But he knew what he was doing. The guy was in his way. He pushed him out of the way. He was treating him like if he was a paparazzi is what he's doing.
Yeah, he knows.
Mm-hmm.
And
so I get. Yeah, you're right.
So it's a shame but this happens often, folks. Unfortunately, these players are treated differently. We've talked about this over the years. They get their way in everything. They expect everything to be done. It's, now.
Yeah, I understand I understand his frustration because he made plays that could have cost him the game, and he was upset. It doesn't matter. I mean, you still can't go pushing people around, especially that work with the NFL and broadcasting, and it's right there on national TV. Once again, something going off.
There's this guy on the Twitter feed that said Devontae was in the right. There's no reason why the guy should be there blocking the tunnel. Dude, in the video, it's obvious the guy's passing in front of you. So if someone's passing in front, you have every right to shove them to the ground. Jack at NYY Jack 13. Perfect name, Jack. Ass.
You never have a right. If someone's standing there, you still can't just push them aside. I mean, that's still assault. I mean, if that were the case, I mean, it happens anyway. But I'm just saying, if it was legal to do that, we'd be pushing people all over the place. Get away. I mean, they still do it, but sometimes they get charged for it. It's not like you can have a free reign to do it, but still.
Yeah. Last week it was Devontae Adams. Yeah, no doubt. He was the bonehead of the week. This week, I'm offering Mr. Donaldson. That was embarrassing. I thought it was hilarious because I am against that crap. I am against the showboating. Players can have emotion, but folks, like I've told you, you want to respect. Oh, sorry, there it is. I lost the entire audience when I use the word respect.
Yeah.
And there's a quote that I'm using more and more now. You guys saw it earlier. This is what epitomizes American athletes today. Today's athletes talk about rights and privileges, and the players 50 years ago talked about obligations and responsibilities. And to me, that describes society today. Lou Holtz. Yes. Show me respect. Give me that stuff. Like, get the Browns Deshaun Watson facing another civil lawsuit alleging sexual misconduct in Texas. Yep. Oh, please, good God Almighty, take us down this road.
Yep, there it is. Another woman has come forward. It says Deshaun Watson is now free to access Browns facilities halfway through his 11-game NFL suspension, but he is not yet free from allegations of troubling off-field behavior. On Thursday, a female massage therapist filed a new civil lawsuit in Houston's Harris County District Court accusing the embattled quarterback of sexual misconduct as this was reported by Cleveland's Fox 8. This marks the 25th lawsuit filed against Watson in the last 2 years.
25!
Yep, and all but two have been settled. All but two have been settled, and this is the latest one. Now, the new accuser, who was unnamed, alleges that Watson pressured her into a sexual act during a private massage session that occurred in December 2020, when a former Pro Bowler still played for the Texans, per CBS Sports NFL insider Jonathan Jones. Unlike the previous 24 accusers, she is not represented by attorney Tony Busby. One of her lawyers, Anissa, I can't remember that. I can't pronounce that last name, of Universal Law Group in Houston, told Fox 8 that the woman has been struggling from the encounter, needed time to come forward, and is now doing so for herself and other women who have been victimized by Deshaun Watson. But so anyway, that's another one, and I'm looking for the words.
Yeah.
The way it's worded, it seems like she's just coming in late for a payday. That's what I got from what she was saying. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying the way it came across.
Yeah.
I mean, but anyway, that's another one. So I don't know if that will increase his suspension or will be suspended again next year, because it seems like the hits keep coming for the man.
Yep.
And this happened in 2020. She needed time, and now another one. So I don't know. It just seems like once we think it's over with, something else comes out of the woodwork.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the gift that keeps on giving, I guess, Deshaun Watson right now.
Yeah, but there are so many of them. It's like, what did this guy do? I mean, was he like you, Raj, clicking his phone every week to try to get a date? I don't get it. It seems like he was clicking his phone every day, thinking, oh, okay, maybe, okay. I know it's a poor analogy, but still, this guy, I mean, 25, and is there still more that aren't coming forward? I mean, what is the totality of this man's harassment and sexual misconduct? I mean, is this like an iceberg where, okay, here's 25, but this is just, the tip. And then there's 3/4 down underneath the surface. I don't know. Just when you thought everything was over, here we go again. And I don't know.
When the team, the Texans, settled with all those women, it was obvious, even though they did not admit guilt. Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, anyway, I understand that this is bad, but sometimes you got to watch out for the ones that just come out for the payday. I mean, there are women, there are people that actually do take advantage of the system, But, I mean, anyway, I'm just saying, if she's been victimized, well, then she needs to come forward and let people know.
And on that note, I have some audio here, so here we go. Give me a minute.
A minute? I'm not going to do that. You are going to take a minute. That's hilarious.
Office play again. I don't know. It was I had a little collision with Hunter on the left side. I didn't see anything after I released and got back vertical. We ended up running into each other, so that's all I saw. I don't even know where the ball went or anything. It's on the ground, so I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, that's right, Speed. He did claim that they ran into each other.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Devontae Adams again. We've gone back to that.
Yeah. Did you hear what he said? I'll go back and so you can hear it. Just that one line.
That's all I saw. I don't even know where the ball went or nothing. It's on the ground, so I didn't see that.
I didn't see him. This is his press conference in the locker room after the game.
Yeah.
He claimed he didn't see the photographer, but it's on television. You're shoving him.
That's okay, Mr. Devontae Adams.
I had a cloud fog. I didn't see him. I didn't know he was there.
Your Honor, I shot the gun. I didn't see him though. Sorry, I didn't see him. Your Honor, I beat up the guy, but I didn't see him. Your Honor, I slammed the door on his hand, but I didn't see him.
He tripped and fell.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to show very well in a court of law. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know that was illegal. Yeah, ignorance. And whenever we mention ignorance, we're talking about football players, but whatever. It's something that they're. Look, we've done this. A lot of us have done this when we've been mad. Okay. All Devontae Adams had to say was, dude, I'm sorry.
He did apologize.
Dude, you picked the guy up. He saw immediately. He said, I thought it was a football player. I'm like, yeah, my ass.
Yeah, but still, they're not on the field to play. Even if it is a football player, you just can't go and push somebody down. They're not on the field to play. Yeah. You're not. There's not a play going on. I mean, so what he thought is that he pushed his own teammate down because he's heading toward their locker room, right? I mean, it would have to be a Raider. So that's okay. You don't think he's going to get in the locker room, and that was a player. You don't think that player's going to get retribution in the locker room? Come on.
But I didn't see him.
But what he's saying is nonsense.
Yes, it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
And he's trying. I mean, I mean, he probably will get suspended. Has he been suspended yet? Or are they still waiting for the?
I don't know. Good question. Look.
I don't think I haven't seen anything about where they've active. I know that the misdemeanor charges happened.
Dude,
so the league will probably suspend him.
Yeah, I'd suspend him a game.
I mean, especially when they suspended that Tampa Bay wide receiver come back on the field and starting that fight. That what's his name, Michael or something, and they suspended him for one game for coming back and trying to so-called protect Brady. Like Brady's some small guy out there, but well, he's old, so I guess he might. If he falls down wrong, he'll break a hip. So we have to be wary of that.
Wow, that's funny.
But I'm just saying that in the last few weeks, a lot has happened, and for the NFL, I mean, starting with the concussion with Tua, and now the NFL has taken all kinds of hits. So they're going to suspend him. And who knows what kind of changes are going to be made in the offseason at the next NFL owners meeting. We might see a slew of things come in.
Well, and the other thing that I'm going to get to right now, too, is I've noticed what others have not noticed, which is, when they're halfway past the line of scrimmage and they're clearly out of bounds, the announcers, they tell us, well, this is the head referee. He's the one in charge of the game today. But they don't give us the other officials' names. They just want everybody to know, well, this is the senior referee today, and he's the man in charge. And, I'm surprised the league is not going, you're making another bad call. He's clearly already out of bounds, but you didn't blow a whistle or anything. And the referees that are there, they're part of it, and they're going,
the NFL,
okay.
The referees are graded every week. And from what I understand, they really sweat bullets over these grades but you still got to realize they are still part of a union. And I mean, I heard one of the talking has said, well, pay them more money and give them more training. I think, what's more money going to do? Giving them more money is not the answer. I mean, they're already making buku bucks, and they still have a regular job. It's not like that everything rests on the referee job. If they they quit refereeing, they still have their bank president job. They still have that mansion or house on Martha's Vineyard where they hire immigrants to take care of their property. But so I'm just saying they need to be graded and trained and be held to it's just like sometimes they're untouchable by the league sometimes because of the union. But they need to find, I don't know what the answer is. There's two, late flags trying to discuss, well, was there either he was roughed or he wasn't. It doesn't take 5 minutes to figure that out. Like it did. Wasn't it Brady that got the penalty? I wish I could remember what they were doing. But anyway, these bad calls happen all the time. And some suggest, well, we need instant replay for this kind of a play. It's like, oh my God, really? We need more? Really?
Like I said, once you let the replay box, the thing out of Pandora, you can never close it. Look, apron stringers, they're bitching about every call. And I get it. I know Mama didn't heat your little zinger package hot enough for you, and you got to bitch about that, so you bitch about everything else. Folks, you're never going to have enough with the instant replay. I understand the NFL reviews every play. So I don't know. I don't know to what extent the NFL is reviewing it, allegedly, but I understood that. That's why if you have a smart team and there's a questionable play, you go out there and you run the play as quick as you can. So
before someone from New York calls or the other coach throws the red flag. That's all part of football. But the thing is, now that there's gambling involved and being promoted during games, the NFL has to be careful that there's no blowback. Look how many games there has been a comeback to make this game closer. Is that really? Some people with the tin foil might think, well, see, they have to make these games exciting to keep the bettors betting, to keep them more involved. So let a big comeback come back, because there's been a lot of them over the last 5 weeks. To how many 20-plus point comebacks has there been in the second half? And usually that's unheard of. There are comebacks, but not this many.
Yeah.
And it is so. I don't know.
It is so random.
And plus, if you have refs making bad calls, are they on the take?
Yeah.
Because usually that's the only way you can. Because think about it, the players are making so much money. Whether the sports bets can't really put any incentive in that. But a ref, look, make a call a couple times our way, and we'll pay you, or you whatever. I don't think it's happening. But the wrong circumstances are going to have Congress wake up and start another commission. And who knows where that leads.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I'm just saying, Congress could at any time say, you know what, we're going to form another committee, and we're going to check you guys out. Yeah. Especially if a senator loses his shirt on a weekend for betting on a Sunday's games.
It might come to that. So,
but I'm just saying, there's just so many things going on. That's the way. Okay, we like the games, but in a way we can't enjoy them because there's always something going on during the week or in the game during the game. And bro, I've gone on enough. But I thought of something else for the sports professionals that we could discuss, and that's. Do you think we have parity or we just have bad football?
Yeah, dude, we've got to do a professionals. Monday I'm booked. We have a guest.
But, I saw that. I sent you some suggestions.
Yeah, you did. I know, and I've got to respond to them. I like them. I think we should. We need to hammer down a date.
But I know that you have guests or guests are showing up, so we really, have to pick and choose when you have a free time.
You want to do Wednesday?
Let's see. Right now, Wednesday is Big Dog and I doing Comics 101.
Oh, you guys are? Really? Okay.
He asked me to schedule it yesterday, I believe. He said, I don't know. There's things going on, and he says if I scheduled it, then he would have to show up, and he couldn't put it off.
Is that what it is?
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything, but I'm just saying he asked me to schedule it, and I did. So right now, it's scheduled for Wednesday, 6:30 your time.
Okay, Almighty, one thing though, please. Don't take any guests.
Oh no, fuck that. I mean, yeah, no.
Great episode, damn. I can't.
Well, that's the thing too.
Anywhere.
Up until then,
Is
we
there
had a
anywhere?
great thing going. Up until anyway, up until that moment, things were going awesome. And we're still going to go back to that subject, but we're not going to let anybody, especially someone we don't know, like you or Speedy. And we'll just make sure that you guys don't get on there and ruin our show. I'm just kidding.
Just by being there, I'm going to ruin it. So I'm going to have to show up.
Yeah, excuse me. I'm an 80s kid. We had the best comic come out during that time.
Oh, yep.
Transformers, G.I. Joe, Spider-Man.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yep. I don't even have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic book here. I need one.
The redo of Star Trek. Toma. Anyway, folks, we are down to about 13 minutes left on the program. We are going to finish at 10 o'clock. I have to start cutting these times because we're working on, there's something in the works, and we need to keep them to their hours, and it would be great if we could do that. We have stuff in the works. Folks, head on over to ndbmedia.net where you can check out all the programming, all future guests. There's a lot of stuff going on, but check it out, and we invite you to join us. Almighty and I most likely will be on Sunday at 7:30 p.m. as I announced, Pacific time. We're going to be reviewing the final episode of The Rings of Power, episode 9 of House of the Dragon, episode 6 of Andor, and episode 8 of Lower Decks. So really good stuff. We're expecting to have our guest reviewer on with us as well, because thank God House of the Dragon was done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's something for you real quick, Speedy, about where you can see, right here's where you can go to see who reffed what game.
Yeah, thank you, Coffee, for that.
Yeah, so that's good information to have.
Yep.
And this is the last thing so far.
Jim Quirk? Jim Quirk is playing the side judge? Oh, wow.
Gosh.
Apparently he was the Thursday game.
Yeah. Well, Captain Quirk.
I wonder if he has any quirks. So we're good. Come on. Should have seen that one come in. That was
Ryan.
You're welcome.
Yeah, hopefully we don't see more. Well, who am I kidding? We will. I mean, going back to week 2, where they were like, holding, number 76, extra man on the field. And you just need the coaches going, what? What are you talking about? Ref, can you turn around over here, please? What's the problem? He's right there. He's sitting on the bench. Oh. And then all the referees get together. Should we make an announcement about this? No, we're live on television. Let's just go back to our jobs and not say anything.
But they get numbers wrong all the time. I mean, we've learned that they always make a mistake with a number. As long as there's 12 people out there, doesn't matter what number he is. I know what you're saying, Speedy. Yeah, that number is on the bench, but is there still 12 people on the field? That's what it comes down to. But anyway, I see your point, Speedy. Sometimes they do make a mistake and they just go on. I know what you mean. I know what you're trying to say there.
Yeah, because in week 2, Sean McVay was livid. I mean, they were saying that he out there knocking over the Gatorade and kind of like what's his face in Angels in the Outfield when he came, Danny Glover, that's what it was. Came in there as a coach and knocked over the table, and all the guys were like, oh man, there goes my favorite hot dog. But yeah, I've never seen Sean McVay that livid over that. Maybe they need to do what the WWE does, and don't they already have a Major League Baseball? I mean, an NFL board of directors to clarify all these things, so that way mistakes like this don't happen.
You're talking about the rules?
Oh, you're serious?
Oh yeah, I was like, what do you? Okay, sorry.
They meet every year, and they do have this board, but they don't act that fast. Except with the Tua situation, they tried to redo the concussion protocol, which now may be going a little overboard because now they're overcompensating sometimes, and so yeah, it's probably gonna. They have a quick fix right now, if you want to call it that, but I'm sure it'll be addressed again in the player meetings, the owner meetings in March or whenever it is, or right after the Souped Up Bowl down in Florida, where Kraft can get his annual hand massage. And did you see that article? I mean, where Kraft donated $50 million to a local hospital, and that's the money he saved from his yearly massages. He donated the money that he would have spent in 1 year on massages, $50 million to this hospital. So being busted or allegedly busted has helped out a local hospital. So we should be glad for that. So.
Well done, dude.
Scorekeeper did start the show off talking about Ted Turner. We can thank Ted Turner for merger, because the newest merger this week was Kroger is now merged with Albertsons for like over $500 million or something like that. I mean,
wow, I was really responsible for that.
No, Ted Turner was. I mean, he's the one that signed the AOL Time Warner deal in the 90s. And now everybody wants to buy everybody.
Hey, it just is what it is, Bill.
Well, you never know. What if we have another bigger, broader show like ours that goes, oh, we're going to buy indie media, but you're going to be under our brand. Do you understand our rules now?
Well, it's the other way around. Jedi.tax swallowed up NDB Media. So, yes, we've already had that happen.
Yeah.
Well, depending on the money involved, Roger may be okay with it.
Yeah, that's true. If they let us do something like that. Yeah. Never know.
I mean, over the summer, Tony Khan bought ROH for $3.6. So he's happy.
Oh, I thought. Yeah, sorry, I lost my track right now. I just got. It's funny. I'm always contacted by people when I'm doing a live program. And then when I'm not doing a live program, no comment. No, it's just hilarious.
Wow.
And, yeah. It's all right.
Yes, thank you, Coffee. I realize the sale doesn't take effect until 2024. Come on, remember, I know how this stuff works. I've been in retail so long, my head explodes most of the time.
Yeah, I hear you. So look, folks, we are nearing the end. I do apologize. I'm starting to phase out of existence. I don't know if my daughter is going to want to go somewhere today. I'm going to talk to her in a little bit. We were thinking of going to, I don't know, some Cosmo or, oh shit, I didn't say that. Some cosplay. I said Cosmo.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All
yeah,
right.
cosplay. Yeah, I don't have Cosmo on my mind. That's all right.
Roger wants to be in the Cosmo magazine.
Don't forget to take the quiz. 20 ways to
no.
please your woman. Don't forget that.
Yeah, right. It's all right. NHL starts in 5 minutes. Awesome. Thank you for that. Folks, if these gentlemen don't have anything else, I'm hurting. Or they can continue. I'm done. I'm hurting, man.
I'm finished up.
I'm tired.
Yeah, we all are. I want to thank you, gentlemen. It's good stuff. And yeah, I'm spent.
Well, my reason was, just keep working on shooting and killing people in video games. till 2 o'clock in the morning almost.
Is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
Good for you.
You
My
got to
daughter
learn
was
to
probably doing the same thing.
prioritize.
Yeah. I know. I shot myself in the foot today.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, that's why I didn't come in here until 6:15. I'm like, 15 minutes behind. I'm sure Scorekeeper got it. He'll be okay for 15 minutes. I just laid in bed and I'm like, okay, 6:15. I'll get up and get on the air.
You have a lot of confidence.
Well, right now I just sent my daughter a text message whether she wanted to go or not. I hope to God she's still asleep. That way she won't answer.
So you don't want her to answer?
I don't want to answer, dude. I have several appointments this afternoon. Well, one at 4 o'clock, and I'm still in my final days ending tax season. It ends October 15th, but due to the fact that it's on the weekend, it's going to Monday. So I'm still busy this weekend, but I'm just tired from last night. I'm done. Oh, no breaking news. No.
3.8 earthquake in Grapevine.
Oh, really? That's closer to me than it is to you.
Yeah, but apparently it happened at like an hour before we went live at like 5 something in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that great that you got the alert 4 hours late of a 3.8?
I'm nowhere there, so it doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
It'll come in handy when you're laying in rubble.
Yeah. Hey,
oh, yeah, there's an earthquake. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's happened. We've had earthquakes and everybody goes, did you feel that? And I'm like, no, I didn't feel anything. It went right by you.
That's what she said.
I know, right? And I just keep repeating myself to everyone. I'm like, no, I didn't feel anything. I'm serious.
Well, the grapevine here in Southern California is when you go over from Santa Clarita up the grapevine, and then you go into the Central Valley. So it is. Oh, okay, gentlemen, I'm sorry.
It goes like this, coffee. Up and then down.
Up and then down. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm about to do that. My stomach just turned. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everyone. We're done. This is Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday Morning Quarterbacks on Saturday, October 15, 2022. We'll see you guys next week. And good. It's going home tomorrow. Absolutely awesome. We'll see you guys. Gotta go.
Take care.
Have a good day.
No.
No,
well,
Michael.
Michael, if that's what you want to do, jump right in, and we'll watch the rerun later on.
Yeah, we'll watch you talk sports by yourself or something.
Yeah, he'll probably talk Star Trek by himself.
Oh, yeah, that too.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Coffee says 11 days with Mini Me is fun, though. That is cool. All right.
Okay.
All right, man. Sounds good, guys. We'll see you guys on the other side. Thank you. Hey. Oh, wait. There we go. Peace.
Good day.
Later.